Okay, going in game chat. Yo, what's up, guys? We're gonna go to. We're streaming right now. We're gonna go to Sunken Shores if you want. No, don't go there. Yeah, Sunken Shores, and usually some bunch of bots land here, so it's pretty easy first drop, and then we usually travel northwest from there. So, and we're live on YouTube under Big Dog with 2G 075, BIGDOGG 075 on YouTube.
These guys jumped already.
It's okay. They'll either die and we'll reboot them here, or maybe we'll end up meeting them. They're probably going to Battle Woods or some crazy spot. I don't know. So me and you're going to have to be real careful over here because
Yeah, we'll be all right.
it's going to be me and you versus a whole bunch of bots. I wish one of these guys would have came with us.
Yeah, sure.
I thought we were landing here.
No, I put the first mark on Sunken Shores.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
If you can make your way down here, that'd be great. So this is a streaming team. So if you want to come down here, if we can get everyone down, we'll eventually meet, obviously, if we all survive. But if we could at least get 3 down here, that would be good. You got me and Big Wood. But anyways, try to survive if you can and see if you can make your way down here without getting killed. Maybe you could rift or find a rift or whatever. But
This dude took the rift, but I don't think he's going to use it. Can you use the rift, sir, please?
hey, Mister, yeah, maybe you could rift so that you guys could come over here. Can you drop it for her at least so she could use it?
We're fighting a squad on.
Okay, good luck. Or V2. It's gonna be. Well, if you die, we'll revive you. So don't leave.
Okay.
And then you'll just be over here anyway. We got bots out here, Big Wood. Just FYI, I'm gonna hop out once I get this gun. I just want to at least have a gun and a shield bubble. Okay, I'm coming. Oh my god, I lit up like 4 people over there. Holy shit, Big Wood, there's like 3 squads over here. I'm coming, brother. We're in deep doo-doo. Here, let me put this bubble down. Oh wait, didn't go in the water. Hold up, let me try to put it right here. Alright, there we go. Alright, I got a bubble around us. At least I don't have self-revive this time. How come this guy's not dead? I was gonna say, most of these guys should be bots. But this one's a real team right here. Got him. He's dead. There's more shooting at me. Okay, I see him.
You got me.
I see. Oh, he's got a turret too. He's whited. He's running. Are you dead?
Okay,
Everyone's dead? Alright, let's see if I can pop this guy. Hey, I'm coming. Alright, he's running far enough. You still got 50%. Okay, here I come. And then I'll revive the rest of these guys, whoever died. Now the storms are going to come, which kind of screws up everything, but that's alright. We can still revive La Cabra. She might have a chance to get some loot.
I thought they're going to leave. They're probably going to leave.
Who's going to leave? The other guy?
Yeah.
You think so? I'll revive him, but I can't tell if he's in the game or not, but I'll revive him real quick anyway, just in case.
Yeah, they're still in here.
I don't have enough gold. Shit, I gotta look for some gold. I'll find some. Right here.
Yeah, I haven't opened one chest yet.
Wait.
Shit. Yeah.
I think I might have enough.
You might pick up his card, or you might have enough gold.
Yeah,
I have 300.
I have a skull card near me. And reboot van.
Oh, you got a reboot van over there? Okay. All right, I'm going with me and Big Woods. We're gonna have to get out of here now, Wood. We didn't get to reboot at all. We just wiped like 3 teams. We're gonna head to this spot right here. To this spot where that reboot van is.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Ooh.
There's a squad right there. Six on the driver again. He hopped out. 30 again on this guy.
Yep, I'm cooked.
That was the guy that I wanted to kill.
I'm about to reboot right now.
That's right. Oh shit! I'm gonna get popped. I'm out of ammo. Man, this fucking guy got us. He's got aimbot.
Wait, shit. Okay, I'm gonna reboot you guys.
It's alright.
Okay.
And I lost my crown. God damn it. Picked up my crown as fucking Luis Cuevas. I'm gonna get my crown back. Thank you.
I have some shit for each of you.
Thank you for a key reboot.
Oh, there's someone on us already.
Alright, well, I'm gonna jump down here. I dropped a bunch of my loot. Oh, I don't know. Someone picked that up. Did you say you had some minis or half pots?
I have minis. So
Oh, shoot.
two for each of you guys.
I just wasted my half pot. Too bad. Alright.
Oh.
Righted him. Knocked. He's knocked. Reloading. Dead.
Oh shit, I'm coming.
No, not me. He's dead. Oh, look, Albert just popped. Coming. The Cobra's back. Alright guys, where we at? Alright, let's keep going this way. Let's head this way towards Calamari Canyon. That way. Let's try to head west, see if we can get some more gear. Try to recover. We can kill the Skeletor up here if you want. Probably it's pretty easy to kill.
Where'd you guys go?
I went up here, like, trying to go west. Right here. There's a Skeletor up here. I guess I can fight him by myself, not that I want to. Are you guys coming this way or no?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah,
Calamari Canyon. I'm gonna wait for you guys because I'm not gonna push alone. That's how we lost. That's how we lost the last match. Skeletor sometimes does drop like multiple weapons. You guys want me to come back up there to the? What are you guys doing at the extraction?
No, I'm just like lost you. Sorry. Okay.
Everybody's up there. I'll go back up there. It's okay. But I mean, I'd rather be on the outside of the circle than in the middle right now. Like if you guys can make it out here, so we can stay on the outside, and we have 4 seconds left. Let's see where the storm's going. You might be in the safe. Oh, it didn't move at all. I guess I could fight this girl by myself. See what happens.
Watching the horizon.
She's angry. Oh, there's fighting behind her.
You're joking.
I have to kill her real fast.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, there's a whole squad right there. No, whole squad, just one. It's just one so far. You're dead. Thank you for the help. We gotta kill the NPC real quick.
Oh, there's a whole other squad over here.
Yep, out there to the right. Where?
Yeah. Okay.
What's your name? Ciclo? CC? Okay, see. I can't see that far from a thing. All right, well, the NPC, maybe he'll chase us, Wood. Are you still fighting him? There?
No.
Okay. Yeah, head this way, guys. We're just trying to get to the outside of the circle, and then we'll follow it in depending on the storm.
Okay.
I think the NPC's still chasing you. There she is. Yeah, let's kill her.
Oh,
Okay,
get down.
let's kill this bitch.
Yeah. Fuck you, biatch. Let me get her. I'll get her. I got the Chaos Rifle now. Reloading. Oh, she jumped again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
She gonna make
tough, dude.
she can make me lose my high ground. I'm going back up. Let her come
There's
back.
another team.
Okay, coming.
Careful. They're down here. Ooh.
You mean up there? They're behind. They're behind us, guys. So far, there's one, and there's another one just came up.
It's right there. It's in front of you. Behind
Yeah,
you.
behind me, behind me. Knocked him, but I'm almost dead.
Good, 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 good.
I need health bad. I'm going to the health machine.
Got one down.
All right, coming back. I had to get some heals. Coming back around the long
Got
way.
one down.
I'm gonna kill this dude real quick. They're partying his ass. Got someone on me. I'm coming back to you guys, but I think someone's bringing trouble. They're behind that rock. I don't want to take your stuff.
Oh, you're good.
Let's keep
So I'll
going.
run through and see what-
Let's go see this NPC if she's still alive. She was fighting another team. Dead. I didn't get the kill, but still he did. That girl's still hopping around right there. I'm gonna go kill her. I think there's another player up here, that's why. I'm gonna try to get him real quick by surprise. Ha ha! Motherfucker tried to sneak up on me too. Dead. Oh, there's another one. Shit, I didn't see that one. Who the fuck is that? Oh, it's the guy at the at the reboot. I mean, at the little gremlin collector. I'm coming to you with for the revive. Slowly and painfully.
Oh, where you at?
Right behind you. I got 90 in a health jug. That's it. But it looks like no, there's no health pad over there. So
Yeah, you got a healthy.
I got 90 on a chug. There's got to be some health over there somewhere. Yeah, there's one right there.
There's some here, right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one real quick.
Oops.
All right, we're gonna have to move a little bit, but we'll be right on the outside of the storm circle, which is fine. Once we get in. Hey. There's literally one other team, guys. And I gotta get my damn crown back. This guy Casa, the Luis guy, got my crown, so I'm gonna try to peek. See, they gotta come this way, or we gotta meet him somewhere. But the storm circle is still so big. I mean, it's safe. Is that one of you guys with the shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, we could pull this off. We just stick together and try to get the high ground if we can. There's high ground right here. There's that big rock we can get up to.
This.
What's that for? A mark to go to the mark?
Where you are.
Yeah, that's where I'm going up here. There's a jump pad here too, guys, so we can snipe from up here. I don't have a lot of AR bullets. I don't know if anyone's got extra by any chance.
Yeah.
I think I do.
Oh, that's not AR.
Oh, let me get. Yes, I'm good now. I'm good.
Okay.
All right. Someone is flying around with the shoes.
Right.
Oh, look, Cabra's just down there scrolling around. Strolling around. I'm staying right here until storm. We got to move though. Actually, we got to move this way, so we might as well start. Ooh, someone with a car. All right, let's go. We're gonna have to go. So I'll take the jump pad. We could actually take it hit that rift, and just keep going all the way to the circle. You see the rift ball right here where I'm heading?
Yep.
Hit that and just keep going to the other side, as far as you can to the other side. Like right, just mark. It's like a purplish mark. Actually, we can even go farther, bro. Like, I'm marked right here.
Let's go
like
up on
to
that.
the mountain, ice mountain. All right, so now we got a good spot. We got rocks. They got to come. They have to come this way for sure. So if we got this,
that's actually the spot right up on there.
Yeah, we got a spot right here. Yeah, we'll get up here. We're the first ones here. Oh, and there's a rift too. I guess I'll hold it for an emergency. I got plenty of med kits already. I think I hear a car. Oh, that's us. Okay. We just need these. There's actually not. Well, it's team of two. There's 2 teams left, so we got a good shot at pulling this off.
Okay.
We just got to wait for them to come to us, or if we see them, or fight. If we see them fighting, then we can push third party them.
I got that mythic.
Okay, there's a team wipe. There's 3 left, and he's got the reboot van here. Good job, buddy. So they can't use that one at least.
Ooh, they're sniping.
Well, from where?
I don't know.
It must be on the side.
Right here. Right here.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I don't have a turret or anything. But I do see where they're shooting from. They still got to come up this way. They're coming though. There's a turret right there. Oh shit. No. Don't be shooting at me, no turret.
How is that not hitting?
I'm hitting a turret. Oh, this guy's hitting me now.
Got him.
He's behind a rock.
One shot.
Right there. One guy right there. Ooh, nice. I'm coming back up. Since we have the high ground, I'm not going to lose it. They're going to have to fly in. He's flying in. Yeah! GG's, guys. Easy P. That's just... We won from position. We just played for a position and won on a position win. Good match for the stream, too. So if you want to stay with team, we can. You want to try to defend the crown? Feel free.
Let's roll.
GG's, guys. Stressful, but not really. I don't want this sprite, but I should go back to the lobby, but I don't want to lose these guys, so I'm just going to stay here. I'll find one in the next match.
Up on that thing, I had that mythic sniper. You hit someone, they're dead.
Yeah, you one-shot somebody, which is huge. That dropped them down to 4v2. I didn't get to go get my crown. That was a team. That guy had my crown, but it was better off to just kill them for the win than me to try to go kill him and go in and get my crown back. I don't care. I got 6 today already. It's not like I don't need to be greedy. Plus, I'm going to be playing again later with Intimidator and everybody else, you or whoever wants to join. Marshall again. Probably get some more crowns.
She don't talk, but
none
of your guys really talk.
It's a he. Marshall doesn't talk, but Intimidator definitely talks. And Marshall does not talk. He can, but he does not. But Intimidator definitely talks. It's my cousin. So he talks all the time. But we just know the strat by the back of our hand, the same strat that we always use. So we kind of know where to go. But I'll mark it and stuff always.
The only thing I wish you would do, because what you do is you basically cover the map and follow the storm and stay on the edge, and it makes sense. I just, for the sake of difference, it would be fun to drop at a different place every now and then. But I mean,
Oh yeah.
then again,
But we're
you just got your shit down.
yeah, bro. And it took a few days to figure out the right strat. Where was a good place to land? Where bots would land. But I figured it all
Yeah.
out, and this was just like painted palms last season. But yeah, for the sake of fun, we sometimes we'll drop at a different place depending on the bus. But most of the time we go here, and we all have the strat down so tight. Like we can
Drop off,
clear
guys.
a
We're going to
whole.
Sunken Shores.
Yeah, Sunken Shores, guys. We can clear a map so fast when we're all on point
Yep.
and get the crown, like, no problem. And Supergirl plays with us sometimes. We'll sub her if she doesn't play. Lexi can join, or Marvel. Sometimes you play with us, Big. Once in a blue moon, you'll play. I have a few
I got
guys
my
who
little
come in.
squad, but I always, if they're not on, I always try to get in with you. But you always have. I mean, you know, you're
Usually
popular.
full. Yeah, usually. Well, a lot of times I feel like no. But the 7 o'clock team is usually stacked. But I mean, it's already full. But sometimes we're missing one, so that sometimes I will ask you to join, or if I see you, I ask you first. Then I ask Biggest Snake, and then I will ask Lexi, and then I will ask. That's how usually the rotation. I go down the list like that. There's people here already. I don't know if they're bots or not, but they're already shooting me. Oh yeah, these are bots, I think. I don't want to be out of ammo though. Yeah, I gotta go inside and get a gun. Okay, got a gun. Got one. Reloading. Got two. Someone got the third one. Okay, GG's, guys. Yeah, and also because we do it for the sake of the stream. So we're trying to teach people how to win crowns. Like that was a really good stream match because we basically, but that was a position play. Like that's what we always try to play for a position.
This is that.
And in worst case, then if we have to fight, we fight. Are you in trouble out here? No, team wipe. Good job, GG's, guys.
Let's go. Yeah. Okay, now I gotta get some loot.
Yeah, now get your loot up, get your stuff up. I got a blue shotgun. I mean, what do you call that? The hunting rifle for you, Big Wood. If you want it, I'll bring it to you.
Oh yeah, I like that.
The blue one.
I
So
don't actually usually carry them, but I'm starting to get pretty good with it.
if you want, take this one and level it up to purple at the next spot, which is after the gas station, the extraction spot. And maybe once it's purple, it's pretty badass at that point. I gotta find a better sprite than this level 3 water sprite. Although I guess it would be good. It is good for shield.
Jeez, dude, I am freaking.
There's nothing in this house. Shit,
Right
wow.
now, I gotta.
This house had nothing. Not even one thing in it. All right, I'm going to turn the water off here so we can go to the fountain and use it to get your loot. If you have 200 gold, which I do not. I'm 10 short, if you can believe it.
Here's the key.
Oh, yeah, you can hold that for the gas station if you want.
I have.
Okay. I'll bring you your gun.
No, I can't carry it right now. I have just like loaded up with sprites.
Oh, really? Okay. You still gonna,
Yeah.
do you have an extra fire one? I can trade you for the water one. You want? I don't know.
No, I have a ghost. I have a fishy. A boss. You know.
Ghost of fishy and a boss. A boss is good. Are you gonna? Do you already have a boss? Are you just extracting for dust, or you do not have a boss?
For dust.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to swap then? So then it doesn't matter. I'll give you this blue one, this water one for the boss sprite.
Sure. I suppose.
If you're just extracting for dust, it don't matter.
Cool.
Here you go. Well, if it's just for
let's get out of
dust,
this.
let's move. Yeah, come on. Did someone hire the NPC or no?
I did.
Oh, he's not moving though for some reason. There he goes. Someone just died. We'll get you back though, whoever it was. Don't leave. We'll reboot you. Oh, look, Cabra. Yeah, he knows. We'll get you back. Hey, everyone's going to the wrong spot, but that's okay. We can keep going.
I want to get this.
Yeah, it's fine.
These sprites out of here.
Okay.
I have no inventory. Everything is a freaking sprite.
Yeah, but you had the key for this gas station, which there's another sprite box in there, and then here was the other extraction point we could have went to. But you can actually use that key at the next key lock vault. There's like two more on the map. I don't exactly remember where, but I don't have to move. But all right, here you want to swap out this blue one for the boss. This is just for dust.
You don't have the boss?
Yeah, I do, but since it's just for, I don't want to wear this one on my back right now in the match. I'd rather wear the red one. But since they're just for dust, it doesn't make a difference if you put that one in or this one.
Well, it does. It's a different amount of dust, but
it's about 150 difference. 150 difference on the boss and the water. All right, let's keep moving, guys. Actually, did you level up your gun at all, or let's keep moving? We gotta go.
Yeah, I will. I'll fix that.
I can't tell if there's a keyhole in this one place or not. Yeah, stay out of Sinister Strip, guys. Just go around it. Oh, now we got a storm move. Now we gotta go through it. I'll go through the outside. The goal is to try to get like this up here, guys. Like, try to get like this way. Out of the storm and out of here.
I think the place is giving me for the vault is in the storm.
Yeah, there's another one. There's like 3 of them on the map, but the main one, the one that I always use that key for, since it says sunken, is at that gas station. So, but once in a while, I come across the other spot, one of the wherever it is. So, but the thing is, it sucks because it's holding up a spot in your inventory.
Exactly.
That's lame. All right, let's keep moving, guys. We can head right here, or we can hit this rift and go to we can head towards like Latte or Wonky Land. You guys want to hit that rift out there?
Yes.
Let's just get out of this whole area. Go to the side of the map as far as we can. I'll head this way, as far as I can get. Whoa!
The Cabra is always getting hurt.
We're gonna have to revive him somewhere else.
Troublemaker.
Oh shit! What happened to you guys? Are we in game chat? No, we're not in game chat, bro.
No,
damn. Oh man, hello guys. Sorry we weren't in game chat. All right, we'll try to revive you guys. I keep marking where we're headed, so sorry that I wasn't in game chat. You should have sent a message. Now I'll revive you over there. Yeah, if I can. I hope I have enough gold. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't. Shit. Yo, Bigwood, yeah, I need you. I don't have enough gold to revive them. Unless they picked... No, they don't have their card. No one picked up their card. Bigwood, you're down too. Fuck. Now I gotta go find gold. Bigwood, you're still here? Everyone's in game chat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. We weren't in game. We were in party chat. I wish you could have sent a message to us. I gotta get some gold so I can reboot you guys.
Yeah.
I need like 100 and change. I need just 100. Fuck. Give it to me, baby. Yep, got it. Here we go, guys. And we're right here where you can get a whole bunch of loot in this house. Plus, I got 2 med kits and a half pot. I'll leave it on the floor. All right, here's a med kit right here. You guys can go inside. And I'll leave this half pot right here. I'm going to go inside and loot. I'm not going to take anything. I'm just going to help you guys open up. It's been looted, too, so everything's just out in the open. I'm going to stay outside while you guys loot. There's also like a thing to go downstairs here. You might be able to use your... Never mind, I was going to say your key. Oh, yeah, dude, you could put your key in here if you had it. Here's the other spot. I didn't even know there was a spot here. I got to remember this house. Let me look on the map where we are. I got to remember that right here is another spot for the key. That's a little ninja spot. There's a blue SMG out here and this thing. Oh, shit. Is there people out there? Oh, is somebody right down here? Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure. All right. Oh, there's a whole squad coming up from behind, guys. I'm coming big.
Wow, they got me, but I got them good.
I got one. Where's it? They're both down. And okay, let's get this other guy real quick. Oh, you picked up my crown. I got a crown anyway. Hey, there's a blue SMG here if you need it. We just got popped. There's one more somewhere. Oh, it's from behind us. Shit. Oh my god, I just got popped. I don't have a silver. I do have a silver revive. I'm gonna revive here and come back. Or try to reboot you guys somewhere else. Mother of Fletcher, this is getting crazy. I don't think I have enough gold.
I lost my crown. I lost
Me too. Well, no, we didn't because they have it and they're right there. So if we could somehow, let me see what I got here. I'm gonna try it. I'm not going back to get my crown because there's a whole squad there, but they're fighting someone else. So if we get third party, but I can go peek.
Where was that?
There you go. Where was the crowns? The crowns are right over there. Another squad came. Right down there. That's a gremlin, actually, not a crown. Oh, they just rebooted. Fuck. Trying to get my crown, too. Don't die. Oh, you got it. Damn. The other one's right there, too. Now I just got popped. I'm going into the bus. The guy right behind you here, bro. Oh, you went down too, Bigwood? Fuck.
Yeah.
I had a crown. I didn't even have to go get one. I should just stay where I was. You had to get the crown. Dude, I respect that. I actually respect that. Me and Intimidator, we fight. We don't give a shit. If it's within 400 meters, we'll go get it. The problem was I didn't have to go with you. I forgot that I had one already. So I died for no reason. Poor Cece. All right, now you guys got to revive us and save us. You're going the wrong way, though, kind of. Le Cabra, bro, you went the total wrong way, brother. I don't know what are you doing, bro?
He's just like doing his own thing.
Let me see who's in this chat here. Yo, Cece, if you hear us, you're like our only hope. But if at all, like.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that I marked.
I'm trying to draw attention because I'm technically by myself. I know that other bitch is not going to listen. So.
Okay. I don't know what this other guy's doing, but after this big, I gotta go make barbecue, and then I'll be back later for some Sprite fun or whatever. I'll just be on in like an hour to play whatever. Intimidator should be on soon too, so we'll get a good solid squad on. I mean, CC's pretty good too. I'm gonna friend request you, CC. Okay, so if ever have a squad or whatever, yeah, she's good. I'm gonna request you if you ever want to play and be on a stream. Well, he rebooted us over at Wonky Land. We're gonna have like a gray gun. I'm gonna try to go get land about where my crown is.
Oh shoot!
I don't even give a shit. I'm going for it. They're all over there. They're hoarding our crowns and shit. Don't go over there. If they're hoarding the crowns at that house, Wood. Right where CC just ran into and got smoked. They're all right there. They're right there, CC. Big Wood, I'm following you. I'm gonna land on top of your car. I'm right behind you. I don't know who is extracting over here. It must be like a solo or duo. Let me grab that gun. I'm just grabbing anything I can right now. Okay, I'm in. Yeah, just go all the way to the other side of the thing and just keep going. Go all the way to the other side to the reboot van. Like all the way over here. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right, guys. Well, GG's, guys. Sorry it didn't work out, but I'll see you guys later. I gotta go make some dinner.
Yep. All right, brother. See ya.
All right, bro. Thanks, Wood.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. It's all right, Intimidator. I was playing with Big Wood. He's awesome. You know Wood. Me and him were doing okay. We didn't have some good random squads, but we were getting a bunch of sprites earlier and stuff. I think I picked up. I got 6 crowns today. And if you want to play, Intimidator is going to play tonight. He said.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be on.
He just messaged me. Yeah. All right. So I'll look for you later, brother. Have a good one.
All right, brother. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, you know Big Wood. Yeah. He knows you. Oh, I didn't even look, but I thought you swapped. I thought you put a white headset in that box. Okay, yeah, you take a rest. I'm gonna make barbecue now. All right.
Okay, I don't.
I put the news on for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna make the hot dog and just rest for a little bit. Yeah, it should be coming soon. Yeah, it's all here. It's so hot outside. I put for them to ring the door. It's so hot outside. So hot outside. I put for them to ring the doorbell. They did it. I have ice cream here. Oh, really? The chicken. They just left it out there. Hold them. I hope it didn't melt. Yeah, but no. No, not bad. But it's so really it's 100 degrees. That thing. Yeah. That's just something I move and I get tired. So I just sit. You take the pieces, I mix it up, take the hot dog, and you did it in this food. Just the bread and the buns, I heard you, yeah. Let's get the butter in a minute. Is the butter and cream cheese up there? Oh, you got the butter? Hey. Butter, cream cheese, and half and half, everything else. Oh. You put some mustard or maybe? Yeah, I can Taste the vinegar. Good. Good. Hey Siri, what's that sweet tart flavor in mashed potato? That's coming in your food. Us, get your food. You don't want your food? No, no, you don't want it? Where are my feet? You eat that, baby. Looks good. Vinegar. I can put the barbecue, put it on the barbecue. Yeah. Put it on the barbecue for a little bit. You did. Yeah. That was clean. Oh, mess. I'm gonna throw this. I'll get the trash. Oh, hey. I was talking to the doctor, and it feel like one of the Thank God. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, 'cause I don't know about why you have to sniff that alcohol all the time and all those things. I wonder why you have to sniff the alcohol all the time and all that. But you can't use like but no, what about the spray that just has water and salt? Really? I gave that one to you already. That's what it is. Remember I gave you a spray? I gave it to you like 3, 4 weeks ago, and it was the saline nose spray. Oh, okay. Hello. Oh, you were taking a nap? I was just about to go lay down. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, when did you get the spoiler for the car? You never said anything. That's a surprise. Oh, really? Really? Wow, that's crazy. It looks awesome. Yeah, of course. I was examining the whole thing. Yeah.
She told me, well, of course, she defended the terrorists, calling their sentences unjustified.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You mentioned there's zero tolerance within the Trump administration.
All right, cool. And then we're just waiting on the It looks really nice. The lip. What about the? Wasn't there like something on the back? On the back bottom?
These people show up. They're probably very well funded. They're out there. It seems like national conversation in a certain direction. Does that deter the work that you do when you have these mass groups going out? The scene, destruction. Does that change the mission at all for you and for those that work for DHS?
No, absolutely not. Matter of fact, they're throwing gas on my fire. Look, there's nothing I enjoy more than reading a hit piece on me every morning. That just gets me going even harder. Sometimes we all get tired. And when they attack us, they just get us out even more. And what Rashida Tlaib should have done what I did. I went to that facility a couple days after shooting. I met the employees who are under attack. I met the law enforcement officer that was shot in the neck. Met his family. Look, the men and women of ICE are dealing with threats every day. Not just against the officers themselves, but doxing their spouses, they're doxing their children. I mean, and the children are going to schools where the fathers are being called racist and Nazis and secret police because of the language from people like Rashida Tlaib. If they don't like what ICE is doing, they change the damn law. We're not making this up. We're enforcing law they enacted. So if they think we're Nazis for enforcing the immigration law, what's that make them? They wrote the law. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing. What the American people voted for is exactly what President Trump promised and what we're doing.
Tom, great to have you with us. Kevin here. I just have a question about what success looks like to you. Is there a number that resonates with you? Is there a particular mission achievement that resonates with you? What does success look like to you moving forward?
Well, I think right now we already achieved success in the most secure border in the history of the nation. We found 147,000 of the 300,000 children. We got more to find. And we're not going to give up until we find everyone. While we know about a dozen of them have died, some from natural causes, some from criminal conduct. Some of these children have aged out. We're over 18. It doesn't mean we don't stop looking. Because just because they're over 18 doesn't mean they're not a victim of sex trafficking or forced labor, but many of the children we found were. So success, every one of them. And look, even if this administration ends, I'll make this promise. I will not stop giving up to the day I die because of the tragedies I've seen in my 40 years. Talk to the 9-year-old little girls that were raped multiple times, standing on a tractor trailer with 19 dead families, including a 5-year-old little boy that suffocated to death. That has changed me forever. I will never give up, even in retirement, till the day I die, and make sure we find every one of these kids. And as far as criminals, look, every day ICE is out there arresting criminals. I just said 60% of 800,000 are a lot of criminal threats we removed from the neighborhood. President Trump keeping his promise. We're making this country safe again, one criminal alien at a time.
I just had one more question for you. You know, we were just talking about the Democrat socialists that won their primaries in this past week. And one of the main staples is they want to abolish ICE. Now, you said, hey, they should change the law. But they're trying. That's what they want to do. They want to abolish ICE. They open borders. At least they're honest about that. Yeah. But how does that impact you when you hear people that are winning primaries, winning elections, saying that their primary goal is to abolish ICE and what you all do?
No, they played that game before. The American people aren't going to fall for it. You got that small fraction. Look, you're going to abolish the agency that just found 147,000 children. You're going to abolish the agency that has seized enough fentanyl to kill every American twice. You're going to abolish the agency that arrested thousands of sexual predators dealing with cybersecurity and abusing children and just distributing the film of the horrific scenes of these children. You're going to abolish the agency that stops gun trafficking to our enemies overseas. You're going to stop an agency that stops the technology being smuggled out of the country and given to our foreign nations to attack our war fighters with. You know, bottom line is they're not going to abolish sites. I think what they will do if they ever get back in power, they'll start with the funding. They'll take money away so we can't do our job effectively. But the American people are not going to let you abolish ICE because ICE is one of the top reasons President Trump's in the Oval Office right now. So I think it's all talk. They're not going to stop us from doing this job. We're going to keep doing it every day because that's what American people want.
Bowman, Borders are American patriot. He's been around for 250 years, and you've served for a handful of those decades yourself. And we appreciate you for it. Thanks for joining. All right, Tommy. I hope he didn't take that like a backhanded compliment. He's a young guy, young at heart. He spent his life serving this country. You know, I wrote down some numbers here because they're big numbers, and they're not numbers we talk about a lot. He talks about 147,000 kids found. I believe that's out of over 300,000 that were lost. So pushing on half that, which is a huge success. Because when you tell me 300,000, I'm sitting there thinking, good luck finding 20,000 of those kids. He talked about how he sees a 60-40. 60% of those reporting are violent criminals. He said 60% of 800,000. You're talking like 500,000 violent criminals almost that have been deported. It's hard to argue against.
Well, the Democrats are sure trying, aren't they? I mean, I think someone who just won their primary in New York City doesn't think that they should be deported at all, even if they are criminal aliens.
You show my mom.
She's honest about it.
Yeah.
Even though people that you heard it from the right from the mouth. They don't care about these kids. If they did care about these kids, they wouldn't have allowed an open border to allow them to be trapped into this country and lost. And the people that are coming over here to work either want lower prices, so they say. So this total outrage, they just want to states and get the population numbers up. That's it.
Listen, we'll talk more about this over the next few weeks because it's not going away. But up ahead, we've got a Fox News. We just learned that the U.S. has conducted additional strikes against Iran. We're going to have all the details after the break. Stick with
us. After my accident, I couldn't quite do things like I used to. You know, my daughter introduced Bruce to me. I love his support. When I got into martial arts, we got in it. Yeah. Real fight deserves a real boost. Right, let's see, he got Hey, it's never been easier to keep up with your favorite sports on live TV and streaming apps. Oh. Wait,
I appreciate you that. You have no idea. I appreciate all that. I was very surprised. Thank you guys. Of course, other than that, I'm here with you going just making dinner for my mom and whatever. Yeah, or some stuff. And we went to the I took her. She went with me to get the dog and Did a few things. And now,
Airplane seats, hard plastic benches, and those so-called travel pillows, they just don't cut it. You don't need another travel pillow. You need Be Cozy, the world's most comfortable neck pillow. Strap in the middle seat, wrap Be Cozy around your neck to stop chin drop, bobblehead nap. Push up against the window, fold Be Cozy over and tuck it onto your shoulder for super sight. Frequent flyer miles get you sitting aisle, turn Be Cozy to the side. Perfect pillow position. Everyone wants to be cozy. So get the world's most comfortable travel neck pillow and be cozy just like me. Ben Cozy. You get Be Cozy. Everyone gets a Be Cozy. Only Be Cozy has patented overlapping arms so you get double support and the comfort you need in any seat on any trip. Go online right now and get this exclusive TV offer. Buy one Be Cozy, get one 50% off. Get yours now.
When it's time to start your business, it's time for Shopify. Designed with easy to customize themes, sell everywhere people shop, and never miss a sale. See why millions of businesses sell with Shopify. Start your free trial today.
When you can't watch, listen. Latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening. By showing up when our neighbors need us, Ford and Ford dealers put those values to work in the communities, doing us and giving everything we've got today to help build a strong each repair. Heavy duty guaranteed. Number 26 PMCC. Ability to handle what life throws at the PMCC. Leading PMCC. The during GMC truck month, get 0% APR for 5 years. 2026 Sierra 1500 miles. Plus, monthly payments for 130 days. We are. Chicken wings at a bit thick for 19.99. Careful, those babies are moving. Handle the heat. You want to try it? Sure. Hey, right. It's really not that. Oh, too spicy, too spicy. Oh, Big six meal two for 19.99. You got a clogged drain? The goblet again.
This is a Fox News alert. CENTCOM has just confirmed that the U.S. launched additional strikes against multiple targets in Iran. These attacks are a direct response to continued aggression against commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. The regime launched another attack in the Strait earlier this morning. Of course, for more, we're joined via phone by Fox News Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin. Jennifer, thanks for spending up and getting on the phone with us. Walk us through what you know and what's happening right now.
Of course, Joey. I just spoke to a senior U.S. defense official who confirms to me that the U.S. military is carrying out a new round of airstrikes against Iran right now. This is in response to the IRGC hitting a ship in the Strait of Hormuz earlier today. It was about 4:30 a.m. when that ship was hit near the Strait of Hormuz. That's the second ship in 2 days, and this is the second night of bombing that the U.S. military is carrying out. The targets include air defense systems, drone storage sites, cruise missiles, targeting radars, and mine laying capability, as well as surface-to-air missiles. That's according to a U.S. official. I'm told that this strike is much larger than last night, which lasted for about an hour. Iran, I'm told, had a chance to stop shooting. This official said they didn't take it. Instead, they attacked another ship in the Strait of Hormuz this morning, the MT Kiku. That's the name of the ship. That ship was carrying about 200,000 barrels of oil, and so it could have been a disaster in the Strait of Hormuz, a very dangerous situation. These are attack drones, one-way attack drones that Iran and the IRGC have been sending towards these ships. I also learned that Iran last night responded to the first round of U.S. airstrikes, that 1 hour of airstrikes, with attacks of their own on U.S. forces in Bahrain. So they did target a U.S. base in Bahrain. The U.S. and Bahraini forces combined to shoot down 9 Iranian one-way attack drones, I'm told. No damage or personnel injuries, according to a senior U.S. official. But this tit for tat seems to be escalating and certainly throwing into question whether this ceasefire is going to hold and whether this MOU is going to move forward. It's an excellent question, Catherine. Yeah, probably. What we do know is that the U.S. military a target list, a very vast target list, and that when the ceasefire back in early April was called, it was called somewhat suddenly, and at that time they did have plans to carry out the continued targeting of these sites, particularly along the Strait of Hormuz and those coastal areas. They had worked, I think, for the days and weeks prior to that, they had targeted a lot of inland sites. It is surprising because we've heard that there were explosions tonight on Ketchum Island, which was hit last night as well. Mary Catherine.
Jennifer, this is Joey. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to obviously come back on this. Thank you for being accessible, and hopefully it stops with this, but we'll see. We're going to continue coverage on this breaking news story with a member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. We've got Congresswoman Angelina Luna. She's going to join us right here on set. Of course, we're going to ask her about this and much more. Plus, the Supreme Court delivers another major win for gun rights. Stick with us.
Right in the middle of everything else, you're trying to lose weight. Now, progress can be part of your routine. Introducing Foundeo.
After I eat, I may lay down for like an hour.
It's the only GLP-1 pill that you need to do any time of day. With no planning around food or drink. Don't take Foundeo if you're allergic to it. You are someone who plan to be or taking birth control pills or scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Taking Foundeo when insulin or sulfonylurea may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting, but dehydration may cause kidney problems. Time to make a change. Now is the time to ask your doctor about Foundeo.
When do we got to go shopping for tomorrow?
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment, and there could be unpredictability.
Work around and avoiding.
Doctor recommended treatment both a once daily pill.
This is relief 2 weeks. Check. And both
Maybe gotta charge therapeutic.
Lasting remission.
Yes, I don't
Serious infections, cancer, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus without a disease risk. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection at B or C. Don't take allergic infection.
You can check and keep it.
Gastroenterologist about when you need longer lasting body pain relief, try just one dose of pain 12 hours from all types of body.
like a deviled egg.
Longer lasting body pain relief. Introducing treatments. Know what's happening in real time. It's your home with your choice of Retina 4K or 2K video. Clarity and battery flexibility is your goal. Guys, stop what you're doing and head over to Fabletics because right now everything is 80%. That's right, everything, including their all-new dollar pants that feel and look better than jeans. The lightweight, do-it-all, one shortened job. Training, performance tech, fundamental short, lined, unlined, and inseam options. Shirts, tees, polos, 80% off. Shorts, pants, joggers, 80% off. Gym, office, golf, 80% off. Whatever you need, Fabletics has it. Get 80% off everything right now when you sign up as a new VIP, only at Fabletics.com.
And President Trump. Celebrate American story like Fox News. America 250. Celebrating freedom.
We're back with a Fox News alert. The U.S. is conducting a new airstrikes against Iran. This comes after Bahrain says it was hit by Iranian drones today, and another ship was attacked in the Strait of Hormuz. This comes after the launch strikes against Iran last night, following ceasefire violations that the president called foolish. The strike targeted radar sites as well as drone and missile storage locations. Iran initially targeted a cargo ship moving near the coast of Oman, but President J.D. Vance remains undeterred by the escalation. Joining us now is Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna. She sits on the Foreign Affairs Committee. Of course, she helps on the state of Florida. They've got quite a display out here on the National Mall. But before we get to any of that, as you see on your screen right there, Strait of Hormuz, more strikes today, right there. The ceasefire holding on by thread, Congresswoman.
There's going to be these factions that are trying to stir things up. You don't know why you're Secretary Rubio. And, J.D. Vance has been so incredibly important in these negotiations. So, look, I think that there's a lot of people that hope that this won't hold up, but
Maybe they're not the shoes you normally wear.
Obviously optimistic.
we have breaking news, but I want to ask you a little bit about the state of America. You know that this is a top priority for the president, and it's been a top priority for you as well. You're one of the many who've been standing on business over in the House of only the Senate care as much as you do. The American people want it, but it almost feels like the Senate has completely given up. Yeah, look, they went on their last vacation just only a few days ago. What I'll say is that Congress just basically shut down because they're refusing to eat their housing bills and everything else that they want to send to us. Meanwhile, they're not working on behalf of the American people. So I did file 2 amendments. One was to put the Save America Act is on the National Defense Authorization Act, which is that vehicle that will be used to actually into law. And the other thing is the mandatory voter ID when you show up to actually vote, and then also to proof of citizenship, both of which I think have a good chance of actually being attached. And so, understand, it's not just me, it's not just Rep. Luna leading the fight. There's many members of Congress, over 22 signed a letter that said,
Yeah, almost done. You got the spoiler
this is a
today.
big deal for our country, big deal for the midterms. It's an 80-20 issue. So I know that some of my colleagues are getting mad at me, but I don't care. My voters sent me here to fight. I'm going to do just that. Mr. President, we'll get it done. It does have a bunch of public support, even in demographics that you wouldn't expect, and Democrats would tell you are not supportive of it. Some in the Senate say, look, the map is the map. We can't get to the number 60 or 51. If that's the case, is getting a vote important as well, just to have people on the record on this? Well, that's why we're doing it on a must-pass vehicle. So the National Defense Authorization Act would force the Senate to say either we're going to vote for the military budget or we're going to vote it down. But this is, again, I think, an issue of national security. So I think John Thune will put other senators for the vote. I think that his own party wanted to censure him, and making sure that Scott Truxler's not getting into votes. That's despicable. This is something that American people demanded. Too many people in the Senate are comfortable up here, but not listening to what the American people want. We saw in New York, we have a massive problem with people that hate this country, and we're not going to let these senators, convince Americans that they should vote for Democrats or Social Democrats.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like they're just wanting to tread water until they get too late into August, and then they can't purge the rolls. This is something the American people have been demanding. Democrats and Republicans, speaking to your point, Mary Catherine, and I salute you personally. I think a lot of people really love you for staying with this and not giving up the fight. Anytime I want to ask you about the Great American State Fair, your great state, Florida, Miami. Among the very best booths here, it actually features manatees, foliage, fresh foods. It even has the exhibit highlighting every contribution to the space race. You got a chance to visit the booth. Give us your impressions.
I'm a lot of work.
Somebody who lived in
After
Florida.
doing dialysis, I imagine
People
you
who
really
have
can
lived there. There's something special about this.
We definitely competed well with New York.
They do.
We played it was very Florida. We also too have great map that shows that Florida's not just beaches, it's not just Miami, we're in as well. So we kind of showcase that. But I think of all of it, one of my favorites was actually Georgia. because you see all
You know why you're cold? The blood goes into the machine and it gets cold.
Wait, did you say chilling?
When it comes back slowly, cold, it makes your body a while, they warm it up. It's like getting injected cold blood through your whole body, like 6 liters. Cold. It's like being injected with 6 liters of cold blood. Your body takes a while to warm up.
Yeah, so that's well, I wanted with me so I could make chili, and so I asked if I could take it with me to go. So you see, that's the whole thing.
It's amazing. Those things, well, I'm going to nerd out on Georgia, talking about the Great American. Kittens can only grow in Vidalia, Georgia, in that area. And that's really an amazing thing, but it's almost Florida. It's down south. So we claim that part of the state because of the onions, not because of the swamps and everything else. Before we let you go, you served in the military yourself. You talked about attaching the Safe America Act, the NDAA, trying to get it through. The other side of this, and everything going on with Iran, they're going to come back and ask for more money. We're looking at $1.5 trillion plus maybe some supplemental costs of just refunding or at least reestablishing what we spent on this war in Iran already. What is the appetite for true conservatives in Congress for spending that kind of money?
People want to get paid for it.
I wonder why you're back.
To make sure that the national security of our elections is security guaranteed. So if they're going to push for that, then they better play ball in this. And what I will tell you is ultimately President Trump, I remember when he was elected, he said, Luna, we got to grow our way out of this because everything that he had done in his first administration, we started seeing, the uptick in inflation, etc. What I will say is that if people would just allow the president to go forward with his foreign policy, including trade stuff, I think that we're in pretty good shape. But again, my number one goal and objective here is voter ID plus proof of citizenship. You have Chuck Schumer literally telling the entire country they want to give mass amnesty and citizenship to over 20 million illegal immigrants. Look, you and me, we're women. I'm a veteran. I'm also a minority. I'm not stupid at that to figure out, provide proof of citizenship. And so that's we can't do that. It's just a ridiculous argument. So I think this week, I think that we're on our side of history, and I think that my colleagues are going to join me. Mr. Speaker, I really got the ball. Love that. That's the color. We got the leader who needs to do what he needs to do, not the Trump voter.
Yeah.
See, the uniparty folks thought that they were the road, and maybe people will forget about it. And some other still ahead. Global leaders are embracing the Trump model to make the UN great again. Plus, Americans are feeling more patriotic thanks to
Hard. A little bit. I so hard.
Total Beef, America's best-selling beef brand, is available at Walmart. Total Beef's blood pressure support soft chews contain a key ingredient clinically shown to deliver 2 times better blood pressure support. Take control of your health. Head to Walmart and get Total Beef's blood pressure support soft chews today. Before I found home, I was struggling. No energy, no sex drive, and gaining weight. It was a huge wake-up call, and I found out it wasn't just getting older. It was my hormones. Bone health started simply. We tested over 40 biomarkers, including testosterone, and built a personalized program just for me. And my doctor recommended medication that got delivered right to my door. Now I've got the energy, focus, and strength I thought I'd lost. Bone health, the safest way to reclaim your life on your terms. Bonehealth.com/TV. I'm Wes, and this is my sister Matt.
we created Essence, the best filtered shower head in the world.
It removes a lot of the bad stuff from your shower water, boosts water pressure up to 2.5 times.
It's easy to install. It will give you better skin and hair guaranteed or your money back.
Go to Essence.com.
I'm Richard Clark. Everyone loves pocket hose. A pocket hose ballistic, now made with a bulletproof polymer that is 5 times stronger than steel. Just turn on the water and it expands to a full-size hose. And look, our pocket pivot rotates 360 degrees. It prevents tangles, kinks, and leaks. Then turn off the water and it shrinks back to a pocket hose with easy to store. Get your pocket hose today at the Home Depot, Walmart, Ace, or
all the visitors at the door. You'll be late to save the day. Yeah, you just keep stuck. Fire that's getting closer. That break-in, prevent it. Here it is. You have Ring, you can be sure that it's protected. Protect your home today at Ring.com.
Nice all the time. Now, as I mentioned, Universe Plus Advanced has two clinically dosed ingredients, E-mannose and whole fruit cranberry, help reduce the risk.
Inside the America 250 celebration. The Great American State Fair in full swing. Shannon is there with can't miss coverage of all the festivities on Fox News 7. Values are built by showing up when our neighbors need us. Ford and Ford dealers put those values to work in the communities. You want some more? Everything but build a strong.
Discover the joy of latte creamers.
Those turn into. And then there's the 2046 PMCC.
Now I'm gonna lay down for a minute.
Okay.
If I fall asleep, make sure I'm up by like 7, 5 o'clock. Yeah. But wake me up at 7 if I fall asleep.
The
Dog.
no monthly payments.
Moving the automotive industry forward. With North America's largest network of EAF steel mills, Nucor can accelerate the steel supply chain. Let's build together.
World Cup visitors continue to fill our social media feeds with their love for America. Many of them just can't get over how good the food is.
Chicken. Oh my God, that's your first ever bite of Texas barbecue. You go right there. I don't want to see how you put your cat in there.
The sandwich was made by the Lord himself. Hot dog. And a drink bigger than the head. $3.
And seeing World Cup tourists obsessed over the USA is inspiring some Americans too.
Seeing everybody come to America for the World Cup and just genuinely love it, I don't know. It just makes you feel patriotic.
Certain things they consider a luxury we get every day. I don't actually appreciate my country as much as I should.
To see it through the eyes of people who are visiting has given so many of us U.S. citizens a new lease on patriotism.
Take it for granted. I guess I thought this is how the world was.
With the 250th, it's actually making me proud to be an American.
Yeah, and that's the kind of social media I see on my feed. These tourists that are coming in from around the world, right?
Yep.
Here they see New York and they see Los Angeles and they see all our big cities. And they see small town America, and they actually love that more.
And not only do they love it more, you know what's great? The people who live in small town America, we get a chance to finally say, yeah, come see the rest of us. America is more than New York, LA, Vegas, and Miami. America and Chicago or whatever. America is, every small town you've ever had a chance to drive to. And I've been watching some of the chronicles. Some of these guys, I want to help them with their trip. I'm like, send your gas money, bro. Get out there. It's a lot of fun. It's Americana. And it's a chance for us to finally say, look, we're proud of our country. And it's nice to see other people understand why we're proud of our country.
And Joey, I love that the USA team as well. They love country music. Keep seeing the clips. They love some Ella Langley. They love Luke Combs. They love country music.
That's right. Who doesn't love some Ella Langley? I'm going to leave it at that. She's a very good artist. Great at her art.
Here's my thing. I've tried to figure out the right words for this. It's like how can you be, have Tom Homan on and be about supporting people, but also be bragging on all these World Cup fans coming here and loving your country? It's like, well, that's why. Because come here, if you want to live here, come here the right way, and come here to be an American, to wave the American flag and talk about how beautiful America is. When the people advocating against deportations or flying a flag of another country, talking about how bad of a country it is, well, of course, there's not a conundrum there because you're not coming here to love this country. Also, these World Cup fans aren't coming here to live; they're coming here to visit. And the hope is we export that fire for freedom and for opportunity back to this country. Just like J.D. Vance goes to Europe and gives a speech and says, "How dare you let go? You fought for it even against your own monarch. How dare you let it go? How dare you let them become an authoritarian chokehold on your culture and your society again?" And that's the point: is that these folks come here, they love it, and they want to bring it back to their country and fight for it again. Obviously, I don't know that there's a European country that's experienced the type of freedom this young country has, but they can go back and fight for more of it. And you see, I mean, Keir Starmer is the most recent card of the fall because people aren't happy. And there'll be more. Your natural character is welcoming and kind and exuberant and positive. And that was actually taken advantage of to some extent by open borders law, right? Because we're all like, oh, yeah, this is the country, come here. It's so wonderful to see these people celebrating, and it's so wonderful to see a lot of people being given new perspective and maybe permission, some of the liberals, because they're Europeans and soccer fans. Maybe you can get on board and be excited about this, because you and I take for granted even that we go to see Dogs games at a 90 plus K venue that is state of the art and gorgeous. And that's yeah. What? Until they got here and started raving about our stadium. They're amazing. They love tailgating. They love big golf. They love air conditioning. I got a lot in common with Europeans. I had no idea. Wait, I guess they didn't know it either. Is the thing that Americans are completely unified in 80 to 93% of American homes, and we don't even have to debate about it. It's a beautiful thing. And it's not just Europeans. We say that because they're the ones that seem to be posting the funniest videos. But it's people from Asia, people from Africa, people from South America. They come here and they see what a beautiful and amazing country, Kevin. I mean, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm just getting jazzed, Tommy. Don't mean to hijack the segment, but it's like I get a little excited because I want my 16-year-old that's following me around this week to understand that we are living a charmed life. Yes, we are. And I'm glad you said something about patriotism and flying a flag. I follow a few of these guys that are from the UK. And did you know in some places over there you can't do it? Imagine living in your country and that's considered somehow hate speech to fly a flag. And we've had some examples of people here in our own country pushing back. But to see them come here and say, I can fly the flag, I can celebrate your culture, I can celebrate my culture. And as you said, we can export as Americans our view of freedom all over the world. I just love it. It's been a lot of fun. They love to come watch our baseball games, as you mentioned. They love to go to the stadiums. They like to see the Buckies. Just like Joey, to see a Bucky's. Come on now. Somewhere that doesn't have mega gas stations, and you walk into a Bucky's. Well, that's what makes Bucky's is such a great example, and people want to make fun of this. It's such a great example because it is an endless array of choices, and that is what capitalism and a free society offer. And those are the things. I mean, I remember this Golden Girls episode where this person's from, I believe it's Russia. You have too many choices. It's on the Golden Girls. It's a throw line. Yeah. But it's like, man, that really is what makes America different. We all have one or two choices. You have endless choices for anything. Yeah. It's beautiful. We like to keep it that way. Yeah. Well, maybe kind of speaking of that, still have the billionaires, maybe not his friends though, is taking over the Great American State Fair. Binion's Derby of Serbia Championship Rodeo. But he joins us. January 15, 2009, New York City. An airplane climbs smoothly into a clear sky. It's a normal flight until the jet collides with a flock of geese and everything goes quiet. Captain Sully Sullenberger had been a fighter pilot in the Air Force, and during his career, he logged more than 20,000 hours in the cockpit. But Sully had never experienced engine failure like this. He quickly decides to turn the Hudson River into a runway. Sully gets on the intercom and calmly tells passengers to brace for impact. He skids the plane along the river, and somehow every passenger survives. Boats swarm the plane, rescuing passengers from its wing. But Sully stays put until everyone is safe. It's a miracle on the Hudson. Sully stayed calm and steady, saved lives, and inspired a nation. Or FoxNews.com/America. This time, celebrate 250 years of freedom. Lowest price ever. 250 years with this new series. Originals you can't find anywhere else. These are stories of the sun. That explains a lot. Talk station for only 17.76 a year. Sign up today. Don't kill your dog.
Oh, hey, Dr. Marty. Hey there. What's wrong with it? It's premium stuff.
Let's check it out. It's still kibble, which means it's ultra-processed at extremely high temperatures and destroy the nutrients in food. Us, Dr. Marty, we get the freeze-dried premium meats and vegetables locking in their nutrients.
Never kibble.
You got it, kid, and they're gonna love it. You can find trustworthy client and do so much. Don't be treated as
The one you needed a godfather for a baby?
a I do teachings. And you, the one you trust, to find the ones you trust.
Take your business from launch to legendary. Take your business to a whole new level. For your free trial today.
You want guard today? Oh, no. They just got Simply Safe. It protects the whole home, inside and out.
Stop. Simply
Whoa, that was it.
Get Simply Safe today with no long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Order lottery tickets with Jack Pocket. Step 1, grab your phone. Step 2, download Jack Pocket and order tickets for your favorite state lottery games. Step 3, let the good times roll.
New jackpot customers get $10 instantly in lottery credit when you deposit just $5.
Age-related memory decline? Meet new QNL Brain Hub, the first and only tablet to combine 2 high-absorption ingredients, clinically shown to improve memory, focus, attention, and more. QNL for more comprehensive brain health support. Did you know you can relieve everyday aches and pains with odor-free aspartame? Maximum strength lidocaine targets nerves fast for soothing and numbing pain relief. Try aspartame, the #1 pharmacist recommended topical anesthetic. So, here is a before of my stomach before Sonobello, and this is after. This year, don't just lose weight, lose stubborn fat and sagging extra skin permanently. Sonobello. I wanted the results of the tummy tuck, but not the downtime. We've helped over 300,000 people transform. You want that flat stomach? You go get that flat stomach. Schedule your free, no obligation consultation. Our flexible payment options make it easy to get started today. Call or go to sonobello.com right now.
Boys and girls all over the world are being abused and tortured.
The worst moments of these children's lives are being videotaped and they're being shared with other offenders all over the world.
Many people would refer to this as CSAM, child sexual abuse material.
They are suffering and they don't think that anyone is coming to help them. But we can. We can build that army and we can go get them.
Give monthly and fuel the fight all year long.
You know this real. Really gets this. And you know the sound. Taste of that first night. Who we're talking about? One. Outside. Starboy, little, yes. Celebrate 250 years of American savings at Wonder.com.
We are bring them and stay fair and one of the most thrilling events to highlight been the best of the West, showcasing daily rodeos to honor the great American cowboy. Those lucky enough to attend the shows get to immerse themselves in the wild shows featuring horsemen, specialty acts, and cultural performers. Freedom 250 CEO says rodeos and cowboys represent the best of the American spirit, and he's right about that. We are joined by Rodeo 250 producer Binion Serby of the Serby Championship Rodeo. Binion, you have a great cowboy name. Work in America really do. I don't think so as well, but what have you noticed from the folks here who've never been to a rodeo? They get to see a taste of it up close and personal.
Well, when you say a taste of it, that's what we're doing. Because there's so many people that have no idea how rodeo came about. It's America's first original sport, and it originated right here in America, and we're just proud to tell the story. And my wife doesn't come from rodeo, and she was the one that gave me the idea of you need to educate these people why the American cowboy is so important to our country, and so that's what we're proud to represent.
Love that.
You know, a lot of people know about bareback riding, you know about bull riding, they may know about team roping, but there's a lot more to rodeo and this presentation that we brought here. Something that people can see that maybe you wouldn't expect. You're just going to get an aspect of everything, how other cultures have influenced the American cowboy, how it started, the horse, how it helped build America. Why do we call the engine horsepower? Because it went from the horse to, auto. So hopefully we're opening the eyes of a lot of people that realize, oh, this is a bigger piece of American history than what we ever realized.
One of the great things about having here, we're both from Colorado, and here is Bill Pickett or the hunting days or the National Western Stock Shopping. For me, this is as Americana as it gets. Is that what got you started in rodeo, growing up around all those great shows?
Yes, sir. I mean, I was born in a family that rodeoed. Come from a family that homesteaded in 1883 over in the plains in Sterling, Colorado. And so it's all I knew growing up. And it's a way of life that I just fell in love with. And my children love it. And it just gets passed down one generation to the next. And it's not something you just pick up in school. You're going to be born into it. And then I'm hoping to open the eyes up to people that our team is, that see how important that they can be a part of it in some way.
I wanted to ask you about that. So cowboys are iconic. This show looks extremely cool, but we're learning more about what it takes to build it. When you talk about passing it down to other generations, what does it look like for kids to grow up in rodeo? What kind of work are they doing? Is it something that newbies can get a taste of, even if their family has never done it?
That's our goal, because we have some very young performers here, and they are opening a lot of kids' eyes to see, the horse riding for little girls that love the horse, My Little Pony. And I'm hoping that it's just a fraction of the people that see this and they want to get involved in this way of life. It'll keep it alive, because it's a dwindling lifestyle. Well, that's my question. Is rodeo healthy in America, or is it on the downturn? No, it's been booming. We're also producing a show in Springdale, Arkansas right now. It's sold out. I just got the call. We're going to West Jordan, Utah, Estes Park, Colorado. We've got 40 shows we're producing. Oh wow! And it also, and they're having record crowds, and it's the American cowboy blown up. And Yellowstone, as I'm sure everybody, it caught the attention, the bug, and I just think it's riding that wave. And we're just excited that it's still there.
Binion, I had Tyson Durkee on my podcast.
Okay.
We were talking about rodeo. He said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He said the impacts of Yellowstone and cowboy culture on TV, people fall in love with it, and then they want to be a part of rodeo. I've never heard of anybody going to a rodeo and not absolutely enjoying it. They love everything about it. You've got bull riding, which is, dangerous sport.
Yes, it is.
You've got people from around the world. So it's inspired by the culture, by the way, American culture and rodeo, and people can see their own culture in it. When you see fans come into America 250, seeing some of the taste of the experience, what do the international fans think?
I just think it's very addictive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like if you get a little taste of it, you don't want to let it go. And you see that with a lot of people that have no idea that love horses, and they don't know how this is such a huge culture in America. And Tyson Durkee's a great representative of our sport, world champion tie down roper. Uh, he's doing great things. I just hope we keep riding the wave and make it a big deal. And who knows what we'll see in DC as the future comes on. Awesome.
Even Beyonce loves cowboys. Even Beyonce.
Let's get some mutton busting next time. Yeah.
Yeah.
See you do mutton bust.
Too big now.
That would be
We've actually put Beyonce on a horse, Lainey Wilson, Cody Johnson.
Nice.
So we produced the Houston Rodeo.
Oh,
in March.
yeah.
Well, that's how this whole idea came about with Secretary Brooke Rollins. And I was like, hey, let's give DC a little taste of the cowboy. And she said, can you do something on the mall? I said, we can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You Cowboys can do anything. You guys are rough and tumble, and you're America's best. So thank
That's
you so much for bringing it here for all these DC folks. And Kevin will be mutton busting. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Yeah. The woke mob was nowhere to be seen at last night's pride match between two countries that notoriously, oppress the gay community. Plus, party poopers, the far left media is mocking the Great American State Fair as several Democratic states stay out of all these festivities.
It's a big birthday for 250. You're looking pretty good. So why not pop the cork and something special? Some of the world's finest wine is made right here in the U.S. And we've got some of the best right here at Fox News Wine Shop. To celebrate the big year, Fox News fans are getting 25% off at the Fox News Wine Shop, but it won't last long. I always feel this like I know it. Order today at foxnewswineshop.com to receive your wines in time for your 250 celebrations. We need a few more takes. I'm in.
Weather tech, perhaps a nice used car. You need weather tech. Or maybe you're still driving Old Faithful. You need weather tech. No matter the age of your vehicle, American-made WeatherTech products are the solution. Because now you don't care what year your vehicle is. See, you do need WeatherTech. Or your American-made protection at WT.com.
Most people call leak filter when their gutters are clogged and they notice one of the many issues that can bring. You can get ahead costly by protecting your home's gutters today.
Schedule your free inspection today. Call 833 Leaf Filter or visit leaffilter.com.
Love saving money? Then it's time to join AARP. Get your first full year for just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership free.
That's a great deal.
You'll have access to hundreds of benefits to help you save money, stay healthy, and have fun. Plus everyday discounts at top retailers, dining, and more. Your first year is just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership and an insulated trunk organizer for free.
Call 800-745-9538 or go online today. Man, how many bathroom trips are you making each day? Try Super Beta Prostate Advance, the #1 selling formula in its category. Made with Prostafed, a triple action blend to help reduce urges to urinate. Find it at Walmart or these retailers. With your home, cars are wherever you want to pick them up. Rent cars are in Section H, Space 45, which is actually back that way. AC shutdown? That's not. Spray can overflow? That's never. Get iFlow automatically dispenses our iFlow biotic cleaning solution, obliterates bacteria, keeps your AC spot free, guaranteed. Less than 25 cents per day. Visit iFlow.com.
Kayla just discovered that on Vinted, her closet can make for extra cash. All she has to do is list and sell what she doesn't wear anymore. And with 0 selling fees, she keeps every dollar she earns. Don't wear it? Sell it. I used to hide my ugly fungus damaged toenails. But then I found OptiNail patches. OptiNail patches work while you sleep to lighten, smooth, and moisturize for clearer, healthier looking toenails. Get OptiNail patches and show off your toes again.
I'm seeing more and more people in their 40s and even in their 30s starting to prioritize their cholesterol health. They're doing what they can with diet and exercise, but want something more. Human cholesterol health really is that something that a multi-action formula of plant-based ingredients backed by 3 clinical studies.
that demonstrated real, measurable support for cholesterol and vascular health. Founded in partnership with the University of Texas, this is modern day cholesterol support I wish more people knew. Only you. Before I found home, I was struggling. No energy, no sex drive, and gaining weight. It was a huge wake up call when I found out it wasn't just getting older, it was my hormones. Own Health started with simple blood work, testing over 40 biomarkers, including testosterone, and built a personalized plan just for me. And my doctor recommended medication that got delivered right to my door. Now I've got the energy, focus, and strength I thought I'd lost. Own Health, the safest way to reclaim your life on your terms. Start at ownhealth.com/TV.
We are live from the Great American State Fair on the National Mall, where thousands are gathered to celebrate 250 years of America. But 11 states, 10 of them run by Democrats, have refused to sponsor their states at the fair, and Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey is having a bit of a meltdown over the festivities.
He's too busy with his great American state fair down there that everybody's bailing on. We're paying for this at a time he is taking from us our health care, our food benefits, our veterans benefits, and so much more, and driving this economy off a cliff. He invited all the states to participate and wants to charge us to go down and put something on his exhibit, whatever he's creating for Freedom 250. It's just ridiculous.
Wow. And the far-left media also trashing the celebration, saying President Trump is making America's 250th all about himself. And late-night host Jimmy Fallon is taking shots, too.
President Trump headlined a rally to celebrate America's 250th after all the musical artists dropped out of his concert. First event where BYOB means bring your own band. There's funnel cake, there's corn dogs, turkey legs, and lots of other foods found during Trump's colonoscopy, such as giant Ferris wheels and carousel. They even have a Trump approval rating roller coaster, which has the biggest drop in history.
All right, there, Joey. I mean, I get it. Fallon's got to do what he's got to do. But what I don't get is why some of these Democrat-led states wouldn't want to celebrate our country's birthday. Has nothing to do with the president. This is a chance to showcase what you're great at and a chance to celebrate what this country's great about.
Yeah, Fallon's making fun of artists. I mean, the artists that dropped out are like Brett Michaels, Martina McBride, the Commodores, someone named Young MC, and Millie Vanilli. Like, I'm sorry, but I think I'll live without all those people.
Yeah.
Like, I think if they even never existed and put music out, my life would be the same right now today. The people that are here, like Lee Greenwood, that's a song that changed American culture forever. I'm pretty stoked about that. Or, I don't know, the president's own U.S. Marine Corps marching band. If you've never had a chance to hear them in person, or you see them along with, I don't know, maybe like the silent drill team, that's a life-changing experience.
Yeah.
I think we're on the winning side of this. When I say we, I don't mean Republicans and President Trump. I mean normal Americans who understand it's okay to celebrate America's 250th birthday.
Nail it. Normal, everyday Americans, America.
Yeah, the idea of a state fair on the mall is not controversial. It's not controversial.
It should.
And it's a fail to not showcase your state, because then you get to choose all the wonderful things to showcase in your area. And I just think it's really missing an opportunity. And there's this sort of self-fulfilling prophecy going on here where it's like, well, I don't like Trump and he's making it about himself, or he's making it small. You're making it small by not joining in. And also, he doesn't make them about himself. Remember last year at the Army's birthday when it was supposed to be about Trump and they were all worried it was all going to be about Trump? He gave a very reasonable short speech at the UFC. The camera's on him occasionally.
Yeah.
It actually hasn't been about him, and this doesn't look like it's about him, but it is about people getting together. One of the reasons Freedom 250 exists is because America 250 was like doing a time capsule and some underwhelming volunteer work, and it was like not giving people the ambitious celebration and show that they deserve.
You couldn't have said it better. Tommy, before you weigh in, let me share a little Mike DeWine talking about the importance of, again, taking part in celebrating your country. Listen to this, get your reaction on the other side.
Well, and frankly, we want to look at Ohio, great place to do a business, great place to go, great place to move to. We want people to come to Ohio, and we're creating an awful lot of jobs. We just want to share Ohio with everyone else. We think it's
You know, when I hear that, I think, come on, just embrace your Americanness. This is a once in a lifetime. Some of us are old enough to remember 1776 to 1976. For a lot of young people, this is the biggest and best celebration they'll ever see.
It is. And, I had an idea. All the states that didn't want to provide anything, right? People are leaving their states anyway, so maybe they can just go join the Florida. Maybe just go see your future state, right? Maybe that's a better use of their time. But to that point, why wouldn't you want to come and show what's great about the state? Why wouldn't you want people to see this is our state and we love it, even if you're doing it just by truck?
Right.
If you really want to be petty, make your booth the best booth there.
Exactly.
And say our state is the greatest, and it's going to be even better than the state. But no, they're just like, we don't even want to play, so they lose by omission. That's fine if they want to do that.
You know who they're punishing? They're punishing their own citizens, people who live in these various states. Big time the far left, taking a page from Democrat states, starting a movement to boycott the nation's birthday celebrations.
I don't feel like celebrating America right now.
We shouldn't celebrate the 4th of July this year and should just abolish it as a holiday in general.
What are we celebrating? Our crumbling democracy? That's what it feels like. I'm celebrating the fall of freedom and my rights.
Wow, how depressing is that? Far-left media also doing everything it can to downplay the festivities, with former MSNBC host Joy Reid, some people say she failed, making the 4th all about, wait for it, race.
Nobody black I know is really excited about the 4th of July because it is what Frederick Douglass said it is. It is the celebration of slaveholders who freed themselves from having to pay taxes to the crown for their slave empire. That it's hard to recognize anything but Juneteenth as Independence Day. So for black people, they call it Freedom Day.
Joey, sometimes you just have to sigh. Sometimes you just gotta just let people talk themselves into corners. What do you make of what Joy Reid said?
I don't know. Let me speak for black people real quick and say, no. I don't know. I can't speak for something I haven't experienced to understand that. But I've been to war with folks that are black. I've gone to school with folks that are black. I share this country with tens of millions of people that are black, and I know them as Americans.
That's right.
And as Americans, I believe and have experienced and seen patriotism and love for this country and love for me as not a white guy, a straight white guy, but as someone who stands beside them on the line to defend this country, or is, kind of cheating on the math homework with them because, we don't know, like we're both struggling right now. I'm thinking of one buddy in particular. Like, this is life. This is our country. We're a multicultural, racial country, but our culture is American. We are patriotic to our core. What makes this country so different than any other is when you open the door and you walk out, you see somebody stumble and fall. You don't ask yourself, do they look like me, speak my language, or pray like I do, or vote like I do, before you run over there, pick them up, and dust them off and help them out. That's in our DNA. That's why we have so many nonprofits. That's why you go to the South. There's churches everywhere. They're always trying to do something to help folks in the community. That's who we are. And if you're not on board with that, then you can lose your TV show and go on another small podcast and talk like a freaking idiot that hates this country like you are.
MK wraps up.
Yeah, I think the irony of being a progressive in this country is that you have to work constantly for progress and never admit that any progress has ever been made in the history of the country, when in fact it has. And that is a depressing way to look at the country's birthday. It's the greatest miracle on the face of the planet and for mankind. Celebrate it. Enjoy.
Yeah, final thought.
My question is, why is she here? She could be anywhere.
She could.
Like, this country is so, and all those people that are making the TikToks about it too. You're not a tree.
Yeah, that's right. You can go.
You can leave. Like, this country is so bad and it's so oppressive to you, but yet you choose to stay here. Be like Rosie and Ellen and go elsewhere.
Yeah.
They're not a tree, but they could make like a tree and leave.
Well, tree has roots, right?
Still, I have to continue here on the Big Weekend Show. We about to find the next Leering Center in Michigan? It ain't so. Plus, Trump fueling hope for nationwide right to carry legislation after a major Supreme Court ruling on the Second Amendment. Don't go away.
This program is brought to you by Tom's fast heartburn relief so you can love food back. Don't let heartburn get in the way of the food you love. Get fast, powerful relief with Tom's. Everything's better when you love food back. I'm Wes, and this is my sister Matt.
We created Essence, the best filtered shower head in the world.
It removes a lot of the bad stuff from your shower water, boosts water pressure up to 2.5 times.
It's easy to install and will give you better skin and hair guaranteed or your money back.
So go to Essence.com and get yours today. This holiday, celebrate the freedom to cook anything, anytime, anywhere. Only on a Blackstone, America's best flame grill. Don't kill your dog.
Oh, hey, Dr. Marty.
Stay back.
But what's wrong with this? It's premium stuff.
Let's check it out. It's still kibble, which means it's ultra processed at extremely high temperatures that destroy the nutrients in the food. But Dr. Marty, we get the freeze-dried premium meats, fruits, and vegetables locking in their nutrients.
Never kibble.
You got it, kid, and they're gonna love it. For all the visitors at the door, jumping in to save the day. Maybe on the move, the guy who just can't stay. Fire that's getting closer. That break-in, prevent it. There it is. When you have Ring, you can be sure that it's protected. Protect your home today at Ring.com. Every day, you clock in for America. We work for your business. If you clock in for all of us, you should say,
LSU Online is designed to move with you, for you, when and where life happens.
our pros turn into. All right. And feel way. Finance the right way. Like that. Well, what's the that? You just have to a lot. He made it happen. It's free stuff and mix it up and endless can't last forever. Only for a limited time. Only at Red Light.
Well, the Supreme Court delivered a major win for the Second Amendment, ruling that Hawaii's ban on concealed carry in public spaces is unconstitutional. In the majority opinion, Justice Samuel Alito argued that the law violates Americans' right to self-defense in their daily lives. The ruling comes after President Trump hinted national protections may be on the horizon.
How do you feel about national right to carry? National right to carry. Yeah, we're working on it.
Well, guys, that Second Amendment is really stubborn. This will affect, by the way, laws on the books in California, Maryland, New York, and New Jersey, which will make a lot of Dems in those places mad, but a lot of people who would like to protect themselves happy.
Yeah.
How does the Second Amendment keep winning?
Yeah, it keeps winning because it's number 2 in the Constitution. I mean, everybody's seen the videos from there's a couple of comedians that's covered it. Rule number 1, you say whatever you want. Rule number 2, and you get to carry a gun. So there's consequences there, right? As funny as that is, it's true. The founders were celebrating 250 years of these great ideas getting pen to paper and fighting for independence and making rules to to govern our government, right? That's what the Second Amendment is. What this is called the vampire rule. What Hawaii tried to do, and it's real sneaky, is they tried to say for you to conceal carry a weapon onto private property, you had to first ask permission or have permission granted to you. And what that does is it kind of takes away your right to conceal carry away because now it's like a vampire entering the home, right? It's like this idea that you got to have permission. So now you're announcing that you're concealed carrying, and the Supreme Court saying no. If you have an inherent right to carry a weapon, then you can carry it anywhere until you're told not to. And there are places that can tell you not to. So it seems almost like semantics, but it goes into the theory of it being an actual right. And so the Supreme Court got this right.
Well, Tommy, the idea is that the default presumption is you're allowed to have it. The default presumption is not you're not allowed to have it.
Exactly. Well, this is a great ruling, and I know Joey's been talking about this for quite some time, so it's nice to see this actually come to fruition. And to your point, Joey, about America 250, what makes this country unique is our Second Amendment, right? And as we cover Iran and we cover, well, why are the people not rising up? Well, they don't have the Second Amendment, right?
Exactly.
You look at Cuba, it's like, why don't they? Well, they don't have the Second Amendment. So this has all been a giant advertisement for the Second Amendment. And so President Trump in his life, you know, he never led a life that was like gun free. He wasn't like a gun toter. He cares about the Second Amendment because he understands the value of it. Even being a New York billionaire, maybe that wasn't something he grew up with, but it's something he cherishes. And I'd like to see him making this a part of the platform again. I think it's a great thing.
Kevin, I've seen a couple of the Europeans celebrating the World Cup, maybe taking to a couple of shooting ranges, out to the ranches. They seem to be enjoying it as well.
And there's a good reason that they're enjoying it is because they understand something inherently important to America. You are the ones who control the government, not the other way around. We are the last line of defense. They're learning that. They're learning it in very difficult ways back home. And I, for one, especially I love your point about Iran and some of the places, Cuba, what's going on. When your government decides to dabble in tyranny, sometimes you are the last line of defense. And I, for one, am doggone proud of them.
A big truck and a Winchester, man. It doesn't get more American than that. These videos.
Mossberg Fortnite.
I like a lot of them.
There you go.
If I start naming them, I'll get myself in trouble.
Well, coming up on the final hour of the Big Weekend Show, we're checking back in with artist Scott Levato as he unveils his patriotic piece. Plus, the U.S. just conducted a new round of airstrikes against Iran as the Islamic regime continues to attack ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
Grit is staying in the game. But when grit alone isn't enough, Zepbound can help you lose weight and keep it off. People taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MENT. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your doctor about once weekly Zepbound. Sail through the heart of historic cities and unforgettable scenery with Viking. Unpack once and get closer to iconic landmarks, local life, and cultural treasures. Because when you experience Europe on a Viking longship, you'll spend less time getting there and more time being there. Viking, exploring the world in comfort. Before Sono Bello, I would wear my mommy one pieces. Now I can wear my bikini. At Sono Bello, our expert surgeons remove stubborn fat permanently and tighten loose skin in one visit with less downtime.
What's up?
The best decision I've ever made.
With over 50,000 five-star reviews, Sono Bello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist. My stomach is so flat. I just love it so much. And our flexible payment options make it easy to get started today. Call now for your free personalized consultation.
Most people call leaf filter when their gutters are clogged and they notice one of the many issues that can create. So sometimes the smell of mildew and water has seeped into the interior wall. Maybe they've spotted mold in the end. But most often, it's the more obvious signs again, like rotten soffit, basement, or water pooling near the foundation. You can get ahead of costly damage by protecting your home's gutters today. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help. Scheduling a free gutter inspection today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
If you know luxury, it's not just award-winning, it's rewarding. Saatva mattresses support all types of sleepers with durable steel coils and plush organic cotton. Saatva luxury mattresses are handcrafted, assembled in American factories using globally sourced premium materials brought directly to you with our complimentary in-home delivery and setup service. Saatva luxury mattresses made affordable. Order lottery tickets with Jackpocket? Step 1, grab your phone. Step 2, download Jackpocket and order tickets for your favorite state lottery games. Step 3, let the good times roll.
New Jackpot customers get $10 instantly in lottery credits when you deposit just $5. America 250, celebrating freedom.
But yeah, this is the final hour of the big weekend show. Welcome. And obviously, happy early birthday, America. We're celebrating already at the Great American State Fair. Man, we've got thousands of people celebrating this birthday with us, Tommy. You and I had a chance to go out. We got to see some of the exhibits. I'm sure you got what I got, which was a lot of people going, hey, love to watch it on Fox. I hope a lot of them left them all, went home and turned on their TV and are watching this right now. But in all seriousness, it really is just an amazing feeling. I mean, it's not like Trump's going to speak in a little bit, or a big band is going to play. The star of the show, the reason why we're all here, the reason why this is, I mean, people everywhere, people jam packed coming out of, live coming out of some of these, it's because they love this country. America is the star of the show, and 250 years, so young, but withstanding the test of time. This country's here to stay.
And the 4th of July is on a Saturday this year.
I
So
know.
people really can have fun. Events, you have the UFC 250. We've got different events going on scheduled as part of the lineup. All really fun things like Americana on display. Right? Whether you've got like the car racing or the rodeo, all these things. It's America's best. It's things that are maybe not exclusively but uniquely American. And that's what I love about it. People get to see it. Oh boy, and look at it. They're partying up there already. They're having some kind of. They love it. We love it. We're happy to be here.
Again, we're built up on stilts here. That's why we have such a great view behind us. And somebody hit the bass down there. I thought this thing was shaking. We talked to our medic earlier. We'll be silent. We'll go for a little ride. But in all seriousness, normally I like to do the state rivalry thing, and Tommy knows that. Yeah. But walking into this, I was completely humbled, caught myself by surprise. I was just excited to see the next state's exhibit and see what it is they chose to brag on and how they chose to tell people about it.
Love that. And walking in, sometimes this time of year, people are all wearing red, white, blue, and something black themed or an eagle themed. What I really enjoyed walking in today is I saw people with like hats from all over. And I saw a Georgia Bulldog hat. I saw a Yankee hat. I saw, Gator gear. I mean, it's just fun because, people have traveled from far and wide to take part in what is truly a unique celebration, not just of this great country, but of this time in history. Come on out and enjoy. By the way, it doesn't really show, but behind us, this is a long view here, sort of compression shot. You can see the Ferris wheel back there, but when you walk all around the grounds, there's food everywhere, y'all. I mean, barbecue all up and down the backside over there. Yes, I admit I was over there for a while.
Well, I know you didn't have any before the show because you got that white shirt. A guy like me, that would never happen. Great guy. And he talked about seeing somebody with a Georgia Bulldog hat on. Probably you walking around over there. I'm not sure. But, it really is. Like, it just feels like a very jovial scene. And I hate that, like, we're going to make fun of it. We did a segment earlier, Democrat party poopers, but I hate that anybody sees this as one side, as one party celebrating this country.
Yeah. If you are not America Maxing this week, what are you been given the greatest gift of any society in the history of humankind, and you must celebrate it. Although I guess we don't get into compulsion because freedom. Obviously, it's a great gift. Get out there and have a good time. Don't view funnel cake as political. Like, go out and enjoy it.
Hold up.
Okay, here.
I'll be right back.
It just seems like such a lost opportunity for those who don't enjoy it. Who doesn't love a flyover? Who doesn't love the flag? It's silly to me.
Tommy, today is, I believe it's, I'm going to get it wrong because I'm always bad about it, but that's the American canvas. It's just the idea of like the art that is America. We go to school and we learn about the classics. We learn about the Renaissance. We learn about these famous artists. But like this country has culture and it's given it to the world. And there's so much about this country and the creative. And our creative may not always be a painting. It might be a business, a technology, an idea of freedom written in paper down as a constitution with a Bill of Rights. That is creativity. That is the American canvas.
Innovation, capitalism, all of those great things. And, we mentioned Bucky's earlier, but that's like an American.
Out there you are now.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. We got Bucky's with air conditioning. Folks.
If you don't love beaver nuggets, I don't know who you are. I'll tell you that.
All right. Cracker Barrel and Buc-ee's and just Waffle House. It's awesome.
We're not going to get into it right now, but there's two types of people. There's a cornbread and a biscuit person when you talk about Cracker Barrel. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
I'm ready.
Find out who you are.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna turn now to something obviously more serious. We have a Fox News. The U.S. just launched a new round of airstrikes against multiple targets in Iran. This comes after the Islamic Republic attacked another commercial ship in the Strait of Hormuz just earlier today. This is the second straight day U.S. forces have hit Iran for targeting ships in the Strait. We don't have a lot of information on this other than we kind of seen this back and forth. Tommy, I said earlier, man, I feel like I've read some version of that intro to a segment kind of for 6 months now, for several months. And we all sit around and kind of wonder, is this MOU binding? Are we working towards peace, or is it ultimately going to be bigger strikes to get Iran to the table?
I have a feeling. President Trump always wants to give diplomacy a chance.
Yeah.
Right? We came in militarily, then it was time to talk. But yeah, is it going to hold? Well, when you're negotiating with somebody whose mission is to wipe you off the face of the earth, they care more about that than their economy. They care more about that than their people. Is an MOU going to be binding with those kind of people? I'm not sure. Trump knows what he's doing. I think he's going to handle this accordingly. More to come, I'm sure. Is it still a ceasefire? But he's going to handle this.
Mary Catherine, not only any of us here are military experts, four-star generals that sit around and war table things. Maybe you, I'm not sure. I bet you play a mean game of Risk. But we are Americans. We do pay taxes. We do vote. Serve in the military. So we do understand that with any type of military operation comes a cost here at home. We've seen that largely as gas prices. Right. And to the president and the Republican Party, it's come at a cost to potentially votes coming up in the midterms. The president wants diplomacy, not just because of the midterms, but he wants to see peace. The vice president says, hey, either way we win because we can take out what we need to. It's just, is it palatable to the American people?
Look, I think it's a real thing that's happening. The American people, after many years, are both war weary and war wary, right, of getting involved in something that's more long term. But I do think that Trump values his threat credibility.
Yeah.
And if you say there's a ceasefire, you never see something from the other side, it must be answered, as J.D. Vance was last year can say, will be met with violence. And they are really into violence, right? They are really zealots who are not necessarily into diplomacy. And I firmly believe that gentle parenting in the Middle East is not the way to go. It's a strong horse situation. You do have to say, we are going to hit the beat.
Kevin, I say this jokingly, and actually, Teddy Roosevelt never said it in the sequence of speak softly, carry a big stick. I say that President Trump speaks loudly, but also carries a big stick. He says, we'll hit you if, and as soon as that if happens, it's immediate. Right. That is the credibility that she talks about, the threat credibility of this administration. They're obviously not backing down, but also Iran sitting there putting out every day that they're going to control the Strait of Hormuz. They're going to impose tolls. And so it's going from this, will they have a nuclear weapon? And I think most Americans feel like we've done a great job ensuring that, at least in the interim. Now the president's trying to get it down on paper to ensure it for when he leaves office. And I guess that's the hard part.
Absolutely. My mom used to say, if you step out of line, you can guarantee the punishment will be swift, severe, and certain. And that's really what the Iranians are dealing with here. If they want to continue to step on the line, you can guarantee that War Secretary and even though the Secretary of State has made a claim, you don't want to play by the rules. If you want to sort of dabble in mischief, then that's exactly what's going to happen. But I will say this: they're trying to tie this to what's happening between Lebanon and Israel, and as they continue, exactly, yeah. Absolutely right. And, just don't understand why they don't understand where they. In other words, you can act like you have real power, but you don't. And here's the real problem: your people ultimately are the ones who pay the price.
Yeah, we have the military might to impose our will. It's just do we have the patience and do the American people have the will? And I guess that's still to be determined. Hopefully, diplomacy does win, and I think we've got a good team trying to get it done. See. All right, still ahead on the final hour of this big weekend show, Military and Veterans Appreciation Day. It's taking over the Great American State Fair tomorrow as we honor our nation's heroes. Plus, California will be headed for a complete communist takeover with the one and only greasy Gavin Newsom. Stick with us.
Right People Phone Company will have the most confusing pricing in fact. Who would join them? With Verizon, you can get the new Simplicity plan for only $30 a line. Zip it! Introducing Simplicity, just $30 a line. I'm Richard Carr, and everyone loves my hose. A pocket hose ballistic, now made with a bulletproof polymer that is 5 times stronger than steel. Just turn on the water and it expands to a full-size hose. And look, our pocket pivot rotates 360 degrees. It prevents tangles, heat, and leaks. Then turn off the water and it shrinks back to a pocket size so it's easy to store. Get your pocket hose today at the Home Depot, Walmart, Ace Hardware, and Amazon with free shipping. Going fast. Meet Brave's all-new lineup of battery doorbells. Your choice of ultra-crisp Retinal 4K or 2K video. Now, it's sleek new look. Crisp clarity and battery flexibility at your door is protected. Shop now at Brave.com.
What does coming home to the delightful sense of Febreze Plus feel like? Like the best. Welcome home ever. Because Febreze has a microchip to control scent, so it's first day fresh for 50 days. And a refill reminder light, so that freshness never ends. Want to make the best even better? Try Plug Scent Booster. With 3 intensity settings, flexible placement, plus a boost button for extra scent. And extra welcome home.
Parents, America's big birthday is coming up, and your kids want an invite to the party. Let them join the fun with the Kids Guide to America's 250th birthday, a free guide that helps kids celebrate the epic story of our nation's birth. Send your kids back in time to see our brave founding fathers signing the Declaration and get them ready for this year's massive celebration. Get the Kids Guide to America's 250th birthday for free at freeusaguide.com. That's freeusaguide.com. I want to have 2 of the greatest minds, especially. Every day you clock in for America. We for your business. If you clock in for all of us, you should say, "We'll perform. Be the price. Own finance the old way. Finance the rat way."
Dude, I won't be cleaning molten mildew next week. Thanks to this. Did you know Lysol disinfectant spray can actually prevent molten mildew growth? Spray it every week to break the cycle. What it takes to protect. Having a great relationship with our has been everything for us.
California Governor Gavin Newsom and his wife, the first partner, Jennifer Siebel Newsom, are facing more scrutiny after they revealed the federal government is investigating their finances. The Wall Street Journal editorial board did a deep dive into the allegations that they may be involved in some schemes. Max Gordon joins us live in Los Angeles with more details. Max, what do you got for us?
Hey, Tommy, official information about the investigation is scarce, and the Department of Justice still hasn't publicly acknowledged it. So this is what Governor Newsom had to say about what's going on.
They're demanding records. They're abusing the grand jury process, digging through years and years of random documents. Donald Trump isn't just coming after me because of my mean tweets. He's coming after me because I'm considering running for president.
While Newsom alleges that the investigation is purely political, some reporting points to potential wrongdoing that might be under investigation. According to reporting from the California Post, there have been numerous instances where donors, tribal leaders, and business executives received political appointments shortly before or after they made contributions to Newsom-linked political and charitable organizations. An opinion piece from the Wall Street Journal claims Newsom used his power and influence to get businesses to donate to progressive causes, including two nonprofits founded by his wife, Jennifer Siebel Newsom. The first partner releasing a statement saying there are clearly no boundaries to what Donald Trump will do to get his way or to challenge those who get in his way. It's not presidential behavior, and the governor and I will continue to speak truth to power because the American people deserve so much more. We reached out to the Justice Department for any details on what they can share on the investigation, but so far I've not gotten a response. Tommy, back to you.
It's going to be interesting. Max Gordon in LA. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Amidst Governor Newsom's controversy, he's pushing a new economic policy designed to destroy wealth.
It's time for an economic reset, a true minimum tax. A true minimum tax on billionaires that ensures the people at the very top pay at least the tax rate their own workers pay. We also rewrite those inheritance rules so that the largest intergenerational wealth transfer in human history doesn't lock in trickle-down economics in a nearly 50-year experiment that has failed.
But while socialists like to talk a good game, the reality of their lives is different. To take their piece of today, the divided socialist is actually a landlord, and he runs a place in where else? Florida. And then there are all the new age socialists who either take money from their family or wealthy donors. I think this is a much bigger story than we're even giving it credit for. And I'm not even talking about Gavin. That's a whole other bowl of potatoes. Weekend about, making money, paying for his move and his
I got myself in trouble over that one, didn't I?
They want to confiscate everybody's wealth, right?
Yeah.
They're being bankrolled either by mommy and daddy.
They are.
They have so much fun playing this game. Other people's money that they come from a life of extreme privilege.
What I love about Gavin Newsom is that he's not self-aware, so his smugness becomes like a caricature. He's making fun of himself and doesn't know it. If you want to talk about Gavin Newsom's government policies, like how he runs his government, we talk about the rail that doesn't work. We talk about homelessness. One thing we don't talk about enough, but we've covered it on this show, is the $100 million land bridge so that the California Cougar can cross the interstate without getting run over. You go into a deep dive on this. There are PhDs to go and get the seeds of certain plants so that the right plants are on the land bridge because a cougar whose breadth of what they span is miles apparently isn't smart enough to cross the interstate on just a bridge of dirt. It needs a certain plant to coerce it into it. Listen, you want to build a land bridge to get the cougars to cross the interstate? Build it right there at Camp Pendleton. They'll come a-flowing, and I'll leave it at that. They have wasted so much money in that state. When they start actually flipping stones, there's no telling where the pockets are fatted. And it may not be he and his wife, but it might be the donors. It might be the special interests. I can't imagine $100 million for a land bridge isn't making somebody rich that he hopes to make him president.
Well, you know what California really needs, Mary Catherine, is more taxes. Because, they don't have enough of those already. And what they just need to get on that pump is just the billionaires to pay a little bit more.
So actually, this call for a national billionaires tax, right, it actually points to his own failures on state level. level because his state, the activists have got control and they've got this billionaire's wealth tax going on the ballot. And he's afraid that he's going to have the drain of all the wealth, which they're already losing from California. So he's like, yeah, this whole idea, including me, right? He's also trying to get ahead of the socialist wing because he is viewed unbelievably as one of the more possible 2020 years. And this is how he's going to get past that by saying, I do all my bad ideas that don't work with all of your money. Billionaires. He mentions a percentage of that ain't just billionaires. It's coming for all of us.
These socialists, right? The great majority of them are nepo babies. They're nepo babies that are married in Texas and Ghana. And they're from extreme privilege. But yet they talk about people that are voting for them. What
I don't get it. You nailed it because they don't have the experience that you do. They haven't had to go pay bills their whole life. They haven't had to struggle and scrape and have a refrigerator with nothing but some rice and a bowl of sausages in there. Some of us have lived like that. So when they come here and they want to trot out all these great policies, it's because they don't have to live the consequences of increased competition for the jobs that you might have. By the way, you talked about weight, which I love this. The bridge to the Cougar Bridge, the train to nowhere. All right, we're talking about the theft and the graft that happened with the homelessness. What was it, like $24 billion that up and evaporates? And if you want to take what has happened in California and nationalize that with your vote in 2028, good luck with that.
You know, I feel like you said he's one of the more moderate. He's moderate through incompetence, right? That's what makes him moderate. He may not be very effective. That's the only thing moderate about him. He's got his podcast. He famously sat down with some conservatives, but that's not who he is.
Yeah.
people do anything and everything to get on a podcast, by the way.
That's
Like
true.
he so desperately wants to be on the podcast. He's had I think 2 or 3 of his own. And then he's on one every other week. But to your point, what he's trying to do, he sees the moms out. To our earlier discussion, people that are really good on social media, and he goes, you know what? We need a reset. That's what we need, guys.
And as far as rewarding his friends, he's been doing it in the open. Just a couple weeks ago, they did this diaper thing where they invested all this taxpayer money. And his wife's friend, owns the nonprofit. Look at that.
Yeah, the thing they did with fast food, the minimum wage. You know, his friends with the I don't know which company. Or one of those. You know, by the way, he's not. That one little thing is not a part of this because he's putting money in my campaign. I mean, come on, bud.
Well, if he's going to run for president, he's going to need some of those billionaire donors. So I have a feeling he's going to shape shift a few more times before the year is done. News from the MLB Bible verse controversy. Dana White is revealing why the UFC will never have.
I love that I can order official state lottery tickets anytime, anywhere with Jackpot.
Heck yeah, I can play the lottery wherever I want. With Jackpocket, you get notifications for all the biggest lottery drawings, so you never miss out. And you can see your ticket on the app. Plus, with new official state scratch-offs available on the app, more of your favorite games are right at your fingertips. Not to mention, Jackpocket users have already been paid out over $150 million in scratch-off wins.
I can get used to this. New Jackpocket customers get $10 instantly in lottery credits when you deposit just $5.
In the U.S., there's a break-in every 26 seconds. Simply Safe does more than just alert. We stop crime before it starts.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
No long-term contract. Monitoring and deterrence plans starting around $1 a day.
When I started Walton Goggins Goggle Glasses, I didn't know how to turn all this fancy prettiness into a classy-looking logo. But GoDaddy Aero does with its magical AI powers. Not only creates it, it slaps that sweet thing everywhere.
Force Factor Ultra Berberine is the #1 best-selling berberine supplement at Walmart. Ultra Berberine contains clinically studied ingredients to promote fat loss, improve weight gain, and support blood sugar for powerful, effective results. Rush to Walmart and find Force Factor Ultra Berberine. No, does insurance like the zebra. I just found the perfect policy at the best price for you. We monitor your insurance and inform you of savings the moment we find it, so you never have to think policy or your price. Find out how you can save today.
Here's Chris Cunahan with the Leaf Filter Gutter Report.
From blizzards and downpours to windstorms or heat waves, no matter where you live, Leaf Filter keeps your gutters clog-free year-round. Schedule your free inspection today. Call 833 Leaf Filter or visit leaffilter.com.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salon Pass patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salon Pass. It's good medicine.
Mold, mildew, and algae stains? Get spraying on. The 1-minute outdoor cleaner that obliterates stains in no time. Patios and pavers, just spray it on and it's gone. Spraying on cleans deeper and faster than the competition, leaving surfaces cleaner and brighter every time. Years of mold and mildew, spraying on. Decks and fences, spraying on. Driveways and sidewalks, spraying on. Roofs and gutters, spraying on. Siding and stucco, spraying on. Concrete and sheds, spraying on. Get yours today at the Home Depot.
She's really getting up there. Yeah, she is. Don't feel her age. Ask her for me. Donna just discovered that on Vinted, her closet can make her extra cash. All she has to do is list and sell what she doesn't wear anymore. And with 0 selling fees, she keeps every dollar she earns. Don't wear it, sell it. What a simple reminder was not enough. I took action with Skin All Brain Health, thanks to its powerful ingredients. I have daily support for my memory, focus, attention, and more. Now I feel sharper with Quinoa, the brand I Xeno Organic Super Greens can help fill nutrition gaps and support gut health. 5 grams of fiber, free and probiotic, 70 organic superfoods, and 0 sugar. Xeno, the #1 organic super.
Got moving questions?
Who does the whole house? What about packing? Where do plants go? How far? How fast?
How much? All the right answers. Call Safe Ship Moving Services. Veteran owned. With hundreds of fully vetted movers, we can compare rates so you save money. Guaranteed. Over 60,000 have moved and saved on homes, offices, autos, and military moves. Call 888-338-9715 and get your free move and save estimate today. Call Safe Ship. Make the right move.
We are back with a Fox News alert. President Trump just confirmed the U.S. strikes on Iran today, saying Iranian missile and drone facilities were targeted, while also slamming the Islamic Republic for violating the ceasefire agreement. The president is now warning that the U.S. military could finish the job in Iran if the aggression continues. Continue to monitor the breaking news story for any developments, and we'll bring them to you as we get it, as always. But speaking of, there were no protesters and few pride flags in sight during their match last night in Seattle against Egypt. Both countries brutally oppressed the LGBT community, but the left didn't care. Instead, they're still targeting Christian players on the San Francisco Giants for writing Bible verses on their pride night.
Not shocked that there's a few players on the team who are homophobic. I think it's wrong because they should adhere to the dress code that they lay out with them. When they come out pitch, you may hear me booing. If Christian players specifically or conservative players say, I don't want to wear that pride hat, you can't play.
Can't embrace it, then sit out.
Do you think that would be considered religious discrimination?
No.
When Americans should be united, the woke left tries to divide us. Well, Dana White joined me on my podcast this week to explain why the UFC doesn't have unity.
What I wanted out of this event was some unity. And I said, leading up to this thing, I don't care what your politics are. This is for all Americans. I don't care what you are or who you are, or what you do. You know, that's if we don't talk about that or any of that stuff. When it comes to certain groups of people, whether it's the gay and lesbian community, whether it's the African American community, whether it's this community, you know, we do what we should do. We do the right thing.
Dana White, but Kevin, you're a baseball fan, big Mets fan. The fact that this controversy is still going on within Major League Baseball, and listening to those fans there, you to wear a baseball cap with a pride flag on it, even though that has nothing to do with baseball, but then if you going to shame you. We do not want to be a part of this narrative. I'm done with you.
Exactly. And I don't remember them saying, "Oh, Colin Kaepernick shouldn't kneel down." You know, everybody wants to like compel you to do their side of an argument. Let's just play the damn game, right? That's all we really care about. I don't care about anything else. Balls and strikes. Play the game, have some fun. The fact that they continue to try to dredge this up, to try to hurt people, and that's really what they're trying to do. They're trying to hurt people who disagree with them. And that is the quintessential antithesis of what America is all about, especially as we celebrate America 250.
America's game, which is baseball, Mary Catherine. I mean, to me, if they want to have a Pride Night, and you think it sells tickets, in San Francisco, maybe it does, right? Have your Pride Night. The fact that they want to compel their players and their staff to take part in it, that's where the problem comes in. Because some people are going to have religious convictions that they don't want to be put in the position. But this is where Major League Baseball needs to maybe have a little bit more direction. Otherwise, we're going to have more controversies that overshadow the game.
Yeah, I just think it's telling you, like, nobody wants to live in 2020. No one wants to live there. And the San Francisco team is trying to make them live there. To think about the Genesis verse as a symbolism acknowledgement, because in fact, before it was a gay and lesbian symbol, it was a covenant with God.
Yeah.
That's just like in their terminology, maybe how they can understand it.
Yeah. He broke out and wrote Leviticus up there. All right.
Exactly. Come on. Dana White's got it exactly right. He has a diverse viewership because he's giving people a good show without bothering them about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And he did it through 2020, by the way, in a very brave decision by continuing to have live events, which is what earned them all of these viewers.
Yeah, Joey. And Dana told me that in the UFC, he welcomes them, and that's a big part of the base is the women that what they choose to do, but he doesn't view them differently. It's just these are my fighters, and I care about them and the fans. I don't care. I don't need to delineate. I don't need to make a show for corporate America saying this is a show.
Yeah, the truth of this is there's LGB, then there's TNQ. This is not about LGB. It's not about homophobia. In this country, until legislation is passed, I'm not advocating. I'm saying in the absence of legislation, the Supreme Court has decided that homosexual couples have the right to get married in this country and create a civil union and a home, and they have the rights that the Pride movement perhaps was founded to fight for. To win. If you're the TNQ, well, you know what? The country is still arguing that at its core, to the point that the man in the White House was elected for a commercial that said, they are for they, them, I'm for you. And it's not because people who express themselves a certain way are demonized, but it's because of how they want to reach children, what they want to tell children, and how they want to tear away at what might be a Christian ideal of a nuclear family. That is still debate in the public square. For the MLB to even take a stand on that is wrong. So the reason why people are writing Bible verses on their hat is they feel compelled to say something about it. Not the LGB, but the TNQ. That part there. That's the part the country's still debating. Pride Month is not about gay, lesbian, bisexual people anymore. It's been hijacked from them. Well, there are people that fit into that side of the category that say, hey, you've taken this away from me. This was about our rights. We have those rights. We're not upset anymore. We don't need to be celebrated because of our sexual orientation, but we might like to go to a baseball game and love our country.
Well,
and so that's part of the problem is that it's easy to use pride to say it's about being bigoted and anti-homosexual when really what they're advocating for, where that really comes in, is the trans.
Well, I would just add that the compulsion part and the bullying that people feel will make a movement less popular. It happens over and over again because live and let live is our thing. We're into that as Americans, and that's how many gay and lesbian activists won people over. But once you get to the more compulsion, people go, I'm not sure I'm into that.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is June is almost over, and July is just going to be about celebrating us as Americans. Isn't that refreshing? And don't miss my brand new episodes of my YouTube Tuesday and Thursday at p.m. Eastern. But next is the next Leering Center in Michigan.
Making every dollar count is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. That's why we help you find more ways to save on car insurance. Good students in your house? Savings. Drive safe? Congrats, you save. Drive less? Savings. Multiple vehicles? Savings. Rental home and auto? You guessed it. Savings. You can live a lot of life with all those savings. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate. Healthy aging support starts here with the innovative nitric oxide science pioneered by humans, supporting your body from the heart up through circulation, blood flow, blood pressure, and energy. Results you can feel, science you can trust. Get started today at human.com.
What will you do when the power goes out? Outages can be unpredictable and inconvenient, but with a Generac home standby generator, your life goes on uninterrupted because you'll have power when you need it the most. Special financing and low monthly payment options are available. And if you call now, you will also receive a free 5-year warranty valued at over $500. Call or go online now to request your free quote. Power your life with Generac.
So, here is a before of my stomach before Sonobello, and this is after. This year, don't just lose weight, lose stubborn fat and sagging extra skin permanently. Sonobello. I wanted the results of the tummy tuck, but not the downtime. We've helped over 300,000 people transform. You want that flat stomach? You go get that flat stomach. Schedule your free, no obligation consultation. Our flexible payment options make it easy to get started today. Call or go to sonobello.com right now.
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. With fast and secure payment, card readers you can rely on, and one place to manage it all. Whatever the stage, businesses that grow with Shopify.
It won't be hard to find someone to fix this. Before I started Angie's List, different story. A lot has changed for us at Angie since then, but the issues facing homeowners are the same. And the solution too, skilled local pros.
Angie, the ones you trust, to find the ones you trust. I'm Eric, and I take Lucasol to help maintain healthy blood sugar levels. My numbers are in the normal range, and if I'm taking my Lucasol, I'm going to be where I need to be. Set it and forget it.
Optimize your blood sugar with Lucasfilm.
Love saving money? Then it's time to join AARP. Get your first full year for just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership free. That's a great deal. You'll have access to hundreds of benefits to help you save money, stay healthy, and have fun. Plus everyday discounts at top retailers, dining, and more. Your first year is just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership and an insulated trunk organizer for free.
Call 800-745-9538 or go online today.
This is Grill Rescue, the world's best and safest grill brush. But now we have rescue gloves. These gloves are extremely heat resistant, and you can see that because this grill is super hot. I can keep my hand planted here forever. And I can only do that because the material in these gloves are the same material in a firefighter jacket because he invented these gloves. This material he runs into burning buildings with, and I'm keeping my hand planted right here on this griddle. I can also do the same thing on this grill. They come in awesome colors. I can grab this right here, no problem, because these gloves are keeping me safe. They come in USA, camo, and also the brand new leather edition. These gloves, I can move my hand, which you cannot do that with standard grill gloves. And you know that because the ones you have at home suck. You have to get rescue gloves at rescuegloves.com. And you better do it quick because these are constantly selling out and we just got them in stock. So get them now at rescuegloves.com.
Michigan Republicans investigating a daycare that had received, get this, more than $1 million taxpayer dollars, and they say they found no evidence kids were ever being cared for there or that the facility itself even had an active license. So one lawmaker went to check it out himself.
This sign is not the one that's registered for this business. As a matter of fact, this business is somewhere further down in Detroit and also not registered as a daycare. Oh, hello, is anybody here? Hello, hello? Some of the businesses in this complex have said that they have never seen children here, that they've never seen this home. And there are places that have been here for decades.
Thank God Nick Shirley, this tip of the iceberg from what we've already seen, Tommy, and apparently there's more where that came from.
A lot more where that came from. Every state's gonna bust wide open with this. Even the red states. The red states are willing to crack down on it, right? What a concept.
Yeah.
More taxpayer money. What I still can't figure out, what boggles my mind, is how easy it is to get millions of dollars from the government.
Amazing.
And you don't have to verify. I mean, we've talked about this before, but it's like you need to get a new roof. The insurance company's got to check every damn shit. You want to start a daycare center? Send me $1 million. It's as easy as that.
It's incredible.
You can just fleece the government. Someone goes to jail. They've been getting millions of dollars. This can't stand. It can't.
I'm just really thankful that some states are finally stepping up here, Catherine, but clearly this is a massive problem.
Yeah, and people really tell on themselves by being like, this is a small amount. And also, it happens everywhere. It's like, yes, that's what I've been saying for 20 years, the entire time I've been in this business.
Yeah.
And the problem is that every single dollar not stewarded from a taxpayer is stolen from them.
Right.
And everybody in this state, many people in Michigan, are not able to get child care. They're having trouble affording it. And yet we're handing $1 million of their dollars to someone to do nothing. That is stealing from them. It's really, really messed up.
Julie, a lot of people are saying that it's scapegoating to only point out the fact that in some immigrant communities this is happening. But it's a fact that it's happening in some of these immigrant communities, and I don't care where it is, we need to find it and stop it.
Well, it's because that is a gateway into the government funding. That's what makes it unique. All of our entitlements are defrauded every single day by millions of Americans, millions of people of all backgrounds that are born here, that come here, and what have you.
Yeah.
The reason why some of these are so egregious is it is easy to defraud the government of money. It's not easy to do it and then not find out. They do find out. What's happened here is they found out, they said, don't go look anymore. Don't do anything about it. Don't have any repercussions for that community, or we'll call you racist. We'll call you anti-immigrant. We'll make sure that your life is miserable, essentially. And that's the twist to the scandal. That is why it's pointed as far as a compass directly towards this community or that community, is because that was the shield in which people weren't allowed to keep digging and to bring punishment and consequence. Or when they did, they did it just enough to say, oh, we did something about it, we're good. And now the federal government, new administration, says, I'm going to turn that stone back over and make sure, oh, wait, no, it's huge, it's massive, and a lot of people need to go to jail.
And it should, by the way, be a campaign issue in a place like Michigan, in the Senate campaign, Mike Rogers versus whoever comes out of this lefty, who is going to be a DSA luring person that wants to say, free healthcare for everybody. Well, where's that money going?
Right. Who's going to pay for it? And how do you stop this idea of being paralyzed by fear over accusations of being called racist? I'm like, enough with that.
Well, again, that's to limit the conversation around it.
Yeah.
And in California, they don't want people like Nick Shirley. It's the Nick Shirley Act.
Yeah.
They don't want them to be able to document it.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things being it's like, actually, as you said, telling on themselves, like, don't look at this. And especially in these communities.
Yeah.
That's also incredibly insulting to immigrant communities that are not doing this.
Yeah.
It's like immigrant communities that are living above board. It's like, don't look at those communities. What?
Yeah. Why?
They're doing everything right. You just go after where the fraud is.
Yeah.
Where it is, let's find it. Where's Waldo?
I love that. Where's Waldo? Still, as we continue here on the Big Weekend Show. So smart. The Great American State Fair honoring the service and sacrifice of our nation's heroes with Military and Veterans Appreciation Day. Incredible stuff. Stick around. We have more coming up.
Order lottery tickets with Jackpocket. Step 1, grab your phone. Step 2, download Jackpocket and order tickets for your favorite state lottery games. Step 3, let the good times roll.
New jackpot customers get $10 instantly in lottery credit when you deposit just $5.
Ours are cool. Ours are not cool. It's cool when you can pick the exact car you want, exactly where you want, exactly what you need. No one thinks this. You're a rented car, not a rental car.
Boys and girls all over the world are being abused and tortured.
The worst moments of these children's lives are being videotaped and they're being shared with other offenders all over the world.
Many people would refer to this as CSAM, child sexual abuse material.
They are suffering and they don't think that anyone is coming to help them. But we can. We can build that army and we can go get them.
Gift monthly and fuel the fight all year long.
You know this grill. Grill of get-togethers, Saturdays, Sundays. You know the sound. Taste of that first bite. Food we're talking about long after. Now it's your turn. Charcoal griddle gas grill. Celebrate 250 years of America with savings at Weber.com or wherever it's sold.
When I started Walton Goggins Goggle Glasses, I needed a website. The GoDaddy Hero uses AI to make a beautiful website so fast it'll blow my customers' noggins while they're shopping for Goggins for their noggins. You on guard today?
Oh, nah. They just got Simply Safe. It protects the whole home inside and out.
Stop. Simply say.
Whoa, that was impressive.
Get Simply Safe today with no long-term contracts or cancellation fees.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening. It all starts at your local court. To the finals of we use provide that built for you.
Hey Dan, have you heard of Kalshi? Yeah, the prediction market that lets you trade anything from sport to alien sighting. Alien sighting? When does that happen?
What is getting smarter? That's why prevention needs a fresh take. With Flat, you get real-time signals powered by data from a built-in device connection. Experience real-time fraud prevention with Flat. A pivotal moment as he looks for the win.
If I were him, I'd bundle with the personal price plan.
Bundle. Take from State Farm.
That's right, Jan. This were home and this were auto. The bundle move could bring home the real victory. Savings.
So weird analogy, Jay. Here we go.
This is a great moment for bundling. Bundling. Just another way to save with the personal price plan.
Mr. Dance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
George?
We're back. The weather held, and we are live at the Great American State Fair, where tomorrow is Military and Veteran Appreciation Day. We'll be honoring the courage, service, and sacrifice made by active duty service members and our veterans. And Fox Nation is out with a new series, The Patriot War, hosted by actor Kelsey Grammer. The series dives into the American Revolution, George Washington, and the struggle through a brutal war for independence. Here's a sneak peek.
On July 2nd, 1775, General George Washington, newly elected Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, embarks on the final leg of his journey north. Ahead of him, in Cambridge, Massachusetts, waits an army he's never met. No war is begun.
Mary Beth, I've always wondered how one signs up to be an actor that's doing, the reenactments or being in like the Fox Nation specials, and you get to play a Revolutionary War hero. I love it. The man riding on the horse there, I thought that was Joey Jones. He wasn't. You have a bun. No, you have a bun, Joey. That'd be all you. No, I love this. I love the Fox Nation special. I love that tomorrow. What's more America 250 than celebrating our veterans and our military? I think that the people here are going to love to see it because these people love this country.
No, it's going to be a beautiful day. I think that the work that is going on with programs like that is really important because sometimes it can be hard to connect to what happened in 1776, right? Unless you're really thinking about it. The writing is sometimes hard to explain to your kids and what. This is a great opportunity to introduce them to some of these concepts and to the bravery, not just of modern troops and veterans, but of those who took the hugest gamble and went after the biggest empire in the entire world with almost nothing. And because of the smarts and bravery of all those patriots, managed to pull it off. It's really incredible stuff.
Joey, were you looking up the actor there to see if you favor him?
No, I was making sure I had the name right. Let me tell you something. Got permission to be serious for a minute? Okay, here's the deal. This is why I don't fawn over the British monarchy, even to this day, and I get so perturbed when they do. I don't care how many coronations they have, how many babies they have, how many times they get married. I'll take Meghan Markle over the monarchy anytime because that is an American put there to supplant and divide and destroy this monarchy that has plagued existence for 250 years and counting. So I don't care who you are. We're all, I don't partake in the celebration of our enemy. And I'm not saying the individuals are, but a whole generation, the first generation of Americans went to war and put it all on the line, just like Benjamin Martin. Go watch The Patriot. That's a true story. I care because it's the story of so many Americans. And what is so special and so unique is that is the people that fought that war and decided to have that war, they had it all. They had their farms, they had their wealth, they had their tea enterprise, and they chose to risk everything to include their life on a chance that 250 years later, we could sit up here of all creeds and backgrounds and debate things and talk about how great this country is that they bled for, they died for, and they sacrificed for. And I'm so glad that their bet paid off. That's what this country is.
And Kevin, that's why we're sitting up here.
That's exactly.
All I want to say is what he said. Leave it at that.
Well, you get a little bit more time, Kevin. They allotted 30 seconds.
I know.
I'll just add this. Understand where you are in this moment in history. Understand why it's so important that we not just celebrate our future and our present, but revere our past. We're not perfect. We're better than a lot of other countries. I dare say the best in the world. And that's what America 250 is really all about.
That, and to Joey's point, we have our own royal wedding. It's called Taylor Swift. You get to relive the moments that forged our nation. The final 3 episodes of The Patriot War, hosted by Kelsey Grammer, are available now to stream the full season. Oh, nation. Next, we're checking back in with our big close-up guest, Artist Albedo, as he unveils his patriotic painting.
Leaf filter gutter protection helps prevent costly damage to your home, like rotting fascia, soffit, and foundation damage. But not all gutter protection is the same. Let's put them to the test. In heavy rain, these foot-style guards just can't keep up. In lighter rain, debris can flow into the gap. It's like an invitation. Don't give debris an invitation. Filter it out with Leaf Filter. Schedule your free gutter inspection today. Call 833-LEAF Filter or visit leaffilter.com. Introducing Green's all-new lineup of battery doorbells. Know what's happening in real time. Get secure home with your choice of Retinal 4K or 2K video. Crisp clarity and battery flexibility at your door. It's protected. Shop now at Green.com.
Talk about a hole-in-one of golf pants. Right now, you can get the new Dawn pant from Fabletics for only $19. They have 4-way stretch to move with your swing, pockets to hold your scorecard, and teeth. They're lightweight and breathable to keep you comfortable the whole day. And they're water-resistant to keep you dry during those early rounds. Don't grab those heavy khakis or skin-tight joggers. Play like a pro in the Fabletics Dawn pant for only $19 and shoot the best score of your life.
Total Beats, America's best-selling beets brand, is available at Walmart. Total Beets blood pressure support soft chews contain a key ingredient clinically shown to deliver 2 times better blood pressure support. Take control of your health. Head to Walmart and get Total Beets blood pressure support soft chews today. Moving is stressful. These quotes are all over the place.
How do we know who to trust?
What if they damage our stuff?
We can't afford to overpay.
Don't stress. Make the smart move and call Safe Ship Moving Services. Veteran owned with hundreds of fully vetted movers. We compare rates so you save money. Guaranteed. Over 60,000 families trusted Safe Ship to move and save. Call 888-925-9751. Get your free move and save estimate now. You make the call. Safe Ship Smart Move.
So, here is a before of my stomach before Sonobello, and this is after. This year, don't just lose weight, lose stubborn fat and sagging extra skin permanently. Sono Bello. I wanted the result of a tummy tuck, but not the downtime. We've helped over 300,000 people transform. You want that flat stomach? You go get that flat stomach. Schedule your free, no obligation consultation. Our flexible payment options make it easy to get started today. Call or go to sonobello.com right now.
This holiday, celebrate the freedom to cook anything, anytime, anywhere. Only on a Blackstone, America's best selling grill.
When you're hot, nothing feels better than the gentle cooling breeze of a ceiling fan. This is Socket Breeze by Bell and Howell, the amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. Literally takes 10 seconds to install. Socket Breeze fits any standard light socket. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can screw in the Socket Breeze light with a push of a button. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Get your Socket Breeze at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, or on Amazon.
Discovering every moment with unforgettable performances and the major effects from President Trump. No one celebrates America's story like Fox News. America 250, celebrating freedom.
Welcome back. We are back alive and full of life at the Great American State Fair. Today is American Canvas Day here. So what better way to celebrate that than going back to our big close-up guest, Scott Lebedo. Get this. Hey, get excited. He's going to reveal his artwork very soon. Scott, what are you about to show us?
Well, you saw earlier that discipline, very detailed, hard painting to do, like, very conformed. This is the total opposite of that. I have a conservative side and I have a wild side. That's how America's supposed to be. This painting is called The Goat.
All right,
See it? Let's
Scott,
see it.
we're excited about this, Scott. All right.
Drum roll. Get it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's making it right. I did not realize that as we're watching, it was not what I expected, which was the goat.
And Joey told the last goat, I didn't see goats yesterday. I'm hoping the goats make an appearance. I have a feeling it's a different.
And I feel like it's going to be a very important
People, I like to dabble. I like to draw a little bit here and there. I did for years, actually. So I like to be very careful. I'm careful. Intricately and so beautifully. But maybe best of all, it's I think, a microcosm of our country. It started out as just an idea, and little by little, together, we've all contributed to this great portrait, the American family, a portrait that's unlike any other.
Tell me, beat that explanation. How we contributed. I love that man.
I love it. And he put it beautifully. I was going to say, you know how people like to watch those ASMR videos?
Yeah.
That's for me watching it.
The goat could be the body, it could be the American flag, it could be a lot of things. is none other than number 45 and number 47, Donald J. Trump. Scott, fantastic job. Beautiful painting. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's beautiful. Thank you, and I can't wait to go back to see the gym.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. That looks great on the set of Big Weekend Show when we get back to New York. Just say,
Love that.
You have to buy it.
All right, write the check to Scott Lebedo. L-O, capital B-L-B-O.
now, and listen, hey, we want to ask the audience what you know about our Big Weekend Show panel. So we want you to submit questions on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok accounts. You see them there. We're going to answer them during the show tomorrow. Quickly, before we go, Kevin O'Leary appeared as a guest on this show on May 24th to discuss the ongoing controversy surrounding his planned data center project in Utah. He made some claims relating to the opponents of his project. Mr. O'Leary has now corrected the record and explained that he has, quote, no evidence that the Alliance for a Better Utah, Josh Cantor, or Taylor Knuth are funded by China or the Chinese Communist Party. Fox News Media is likewise aware of no evidence that they are funded by or acting on that direction or in coordination with Chinese interests in opposing Mr. O'Leary's project. Fox News Media also apologizes for the error. Listen, that's going to do it for us tonight. We're going to go join this party that you hear kicking up behind us. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, of course, for another Big Weekend Show. It's going to be live from the Great American State Fair right here on the National Mall. Remember, you can always DVR us if you can't catch us live. Life, Liberty, and Levin. That's up next. God bless America. Happy birthday, girl. You're looking good.
Hello, America. I'm Mark Levin, and this is Life, Liberty, and Levin. Two great guests tonight, Jonathan Turley and John Yoo, to discuss the Declaration and the Constitution and our founding and events surrounding them. You know, it's the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, July 4th. And I feel like we're talking about everything but July 4th and everything that surrounded it. So, again, I want to have two of the greatest minds I know to discuss this. Jonathan Turley, wonderful law professor, George Washington University. He's written several great books. His latest one, Rage in the Republic, the unfinished story of the American Revolution. I recommend you get it. It is a really great book. Welcome, Jonathan. So let's begin at the beginning, which is this. Why did our now founders decide that they had to meet at the Second Continental Congress in Philadelphia and put together this document and issue it to the whole world, sign it, and put their lives on the line? Why did they feel the need to do that?
Well, first of all, it's a great pleasure to be with you at this historic time. Mark is one of the great students and writers on our history and our Constitution. It's an important time for people to remember who we are. In Rage in the Republic, I try to capture that moment that you just described, Mark, as why it was so significant. Europe was fascinated by who these people are. This was the first Enlightenment revolution. The Enlightenment writers like John Locke had been around for a long time, but they couldn't understand how this group of people that had nothing in connection with each other, no connection to the land, no stratified class structure or institutions, could come together at this point on the globe and create the very first Enlightenment revolution in the history of the world. And one French writer later asked a question that I talk about in the book. He asked, what then is this America? I mean, they wanted to talk about us, understand us like we were a new species, because they couldn't understand how we did that. And it also captures the fascination that this place had. John Locke once said that in the beginning, all was America. And I think that he was capturing more than the idea of an unexplored territory. He was capturing the idea that there was a place where something new could happen, that something could be
discovered, not just land, something about human rights, how we govern. And so what the miracle of Philadelphia was that these people, these geniuses came together and they created this Declaration of Independence, which from beginning to end is an Enlightenment document. And it's all locked in. It talks about how our rights come not from the government, but from God. That was a revolutionary concept. And the Constitution, even though I'm a Madisonian scholar and I should be talking up the Constitution, the fact is that the Constitution was that system that guaranteed what was promised in the Declaration of Independence. It was the Declaration of Independence that defined us as a people. And that's key in the book because I follow the life of Thomas Paine, who played a role in both the American and the French Revolution. And his experiences really highlight what is special about our republic. But also about James Madison. You know, Thomas Paine was that righteous rage that we needed. He knew what it would take to bring a people to revolution. But it was James Madison that knew what it would take to move a revolution to a republic. We needed them both. But Paine is a fascinating character. You know, he was principled, and he was courageous, and he was obnoxious, and he was reckless. He may have been the most American of that generation. He was certainly the most revolutionary of the American Revolution. But he experienced everything that was right about our system and what went wrong in France.
Very, very interesting. Now, let's talk about what went wrong in France because Americans need to know the difference between the American Revolution and the French Revolution. That they had different objectives because the colonists really had a different history than the French. The French were fighting a monarchy in France, but we were fighting a monarchy in Britain. Why were these revolutions different? Why would Edmund Burke support the American Revolution and denounce the French Revolution?
Well, in Raging Republic, I talk about the conflict that developed between Burke and Paine and the exchanges that they had. Paine was welcomed by the French. He believed in more direct democracy. He was a critic of those what were called auxiliary protections of Madison. He was against bicameralism. And he watched it play out. In the book, I quote the sort of Thomas Paine of the French Revolution, who said that revolution, like Saturn, devours its children. Well, it devoured Paine. It devoured the other individual who shares a role in both revolutions, Lafayette. Both of them almost died as a result. He saw what was unique about the American system. The American framers didn't want Athenian democracy. Madison said that if every citizen of Athens with Socrates, you would still have a mob. Because the problem is that the system itself didn't have the framework to handle the pressures, passions of a democracy. What Paine saw is what happens when you take those safeties off. And they first went after the clergy, and they went after the aristocrats, and then they went after each other. In fact, in the book, I describe how Paine at one point is in the home outside of Paris with basically the last 7 friends he had because he was associated with the Girondins, which was the moderate wing of the Jacobins, and they were being executed. And one by one, a knock came, and one by one, they were taken off to be executed until finally they came for the innkeeper, leaving Paine alone. And then the knock came for him, and he left having just finished a book that he carried with him, and that book was The Rights of Man. And they took him to be executed ultimately. He was saved by pure happenstance. But to Paine's credit, he recognized that Madison was correct in many of these beliefs. And so those two models show one, our revolution that went on to be the most stable, successful democracy in history, and the French Revolution that became a bloodletting and called the Terror. And what the book cautions, in the Raging Republic, I look at whether this unique republic can survive the 21st century, whether it can survive us. And I talk about the rise of new Jacobins coming from the left. They're actually trying to change the very elements identified in the book as those unique qualities that made the difference between us and the French Revolution. And they want to remove them. They want more direct democracy. And it's an extraordinary moment on our 250th anniversary. It's not a constitutional crisis. It's a crisis of faith.
You have law professors and deans calling for the trashing of the U.S. Constitution, the amending of the First Amendment. That's the moment we're in.
That is so important what you just said. It crystallizes everything. That when you hear the Hakeem Jeffries of the world and others talk about, well, we're going to pack the Supreme Court, it's almost a matter of fact. We're going to change the Senate and have 4 Democrats. And, we're going to have open borders. Whoever comes in, comes in. We want to get as many of them as possible. And these different programs are. We're going to change the Electoral College. All these things that were so painstakingly put in place in Philadelphia and then debated in the states and so forth and so on. Your point is, I believe, they're now up for grabs. They're under attack. And if we lose these guardrails, we effectively have the French Revolution. Is that your point?
Yes. The fact is, we have to answer that question. What then is this America? Not just who we were then. Who are we now at this moment? And you have many that want to change who we are. That's one of the reasons Thomas Paine was so interesting to me in the book. Thomas Paine came to this country just 2 years before the Revolution. 2 years before he wrote Common Sense. He wrote it anonymously. The man who sent him here came upon him when he had failed in everything. He'd been fired from every job he held. He had gone bankrupt in every business he created. His marriages were disasters. And he found himself in front of a man as a smoking heap of human wreckage. And that man saw something. That was Benjamin Franklin in London, and paid for Paine to come to this country and told him to write. And within 2 years, he would be called the penman of the revolution. And he wrote Common Sense anonymously. And maybe genius is required to recognize genius. Because when John Adams was asked by his wife, people say she wrote him, you wrote Common Sense. And John Adams, who was no fan of Thomas Paine, said, I couldn't have written that book, but I think I know who did. I met a man named Thomas Paine, and he had genius in his eyes. That was the type of person that created this republic. Those are the voices that define who we were. The question is, can we answer that question itself today? And I think that we can. These are revolutionary times, but we remain truly a revolutionary people.
Well, let me ask you about that. We see our public schools don't really teach the Declaration, the Constitution, the bases for both. You see the 1619 Project and things of that sort. When you turn on television, you get almost no history, no context about what's taking place in this country. It's just, are you on Team A or Team B, and who's hit the latest ball and who hasn't? Are we, this generation, our society, are we doing the job to ensure that our children and our grandchildren appreciate what came before us? Or are we teaching them, either by acquiescence or affirmatively, all these other ideologies that are floating around and all the static that's floating around and so forth? And so, in other words, what I'm saying is, are we losing our moorings in this generation?
I think that we are. In Rage from the Republic, I talk about a lot of those voices, including the rise of socialism. And these are young people who never experienced the collapse of the socialist systems in the 1970s. They've never experienced socialism. And so they're easy marks, particularly in an educational system, which I talk about, which has very few conservatives, Republicans, libertarians left. Most universities have purged their ranks of any contrarian or alternative voice. And so there's this echo chamber for many young people. And they have developed this in some cases, hatred for our history. But the question that they're going to have to look at is, why we are here today and who we are at this moment. And I think that when you look at some of the proposals being made and some of the attacks made on our system, including proposals to pack the Supreme Court, change the trash the Constitution, those are voices that we've heard before. They're the same people. That's why the subtitle of this book is The Unfinished Story of the American Revolution. I expect that it will always be unfinished. Benjamin Franklin was correct. It's up to every generation to keep this republic. And so we will have to answer that question ourselves.
Let me ask you this about the Declaration of Independence. It had, I think, 5 versions that they went through. In the first version, Thomas Jefferson, as you know, was the author. He puts a paragraph in there specifically addressing slavery. It doesn't last the debates. It doesn't last. And yet Abraham Lincoln would later say, the Declaration of Independence, that the men who wrote that and put their lives on the line, that they left it to their progeny to address this because they simply could not address it at that point in time, but they left the tools for addressing it. What do you think of that? I think that's very true. And, you know, there are many attacks on Jefferson as a slave owner. And look, he should be criticized as someone who enslaved others. But he did want to make that a critical point in our Declaration to denounce slavery. Thomas Paine was vehemently against slavery, as were others like Lafayette. In fact, Lafayette ultimately convinced George Washington what a scourge this institution was. And Washington, towards the end of his life, was really making real steps to try to convince others that we had to get rid of this institution. It's not, when we say that this is a plan for a more perfect union, we're acknowledging that we're not perfect, that we have to continue to perfect it. But we have a system that does that. The only danger to that system, as we saw in the French Revolution, is if you take the safeties off, if you start to change the framework for those decisions. That's what people want. They're frustrated that we are a divided country. But less gets done when we're divided. I had a debate recently with a Harvard professor who said, you know, this is a constitutional crisis. Congress is not getting anything done. Well, we're a divided nation, right down the middle. That's the point of democracy. When you're divided, less gets done. We have to convince each other. And we're living in an age of rage. And so, yes, we have to wait for that rage to burn off. We have to wait until people look at themselves in the mirror and say, my God, I've become grotesque. I'm enjoying it too much, this rage, this hatred for others. And when it burns off, as it's burned off in other periods, we're going to start to talk again, and we're going to start to resolve these. But that's not a constitutional crisis. That's a crisis of who we are at this moment. But we have a system designed for change. That's why in the book I say, I think that we can survive what's coming, which is going to be extraordinary in terms of AI and robotics and economic changes. We have a system designed for change. We have a system designed for what I call a liberty-enhancing economy that acknowledges that you have to be economically independent to be truly free. We have all the elements we need for the 21st century. And the only thing that will stop us is if we are foolish enough to fritter away that legacy.
When you're concerned about your heart, a 6-lead EKG is better than one. Can your smartwatch do that? Meet KardioMobile 6L Max, the personal EKG that provides a more complete view of your heart than any smartwatch. KardioMobile 6L Max detects 6 of the most common arrhythmias, including atrial fibrillation, a leading cause of stroke. Get answers about your heart in seconds with KardioMobile 6L Max, available at cardio.com or Amazon. This is not bionic. It's Rose Sparks. Here are the facts. Rose Sparks improves function, but unlike bionic, it's a dual-action formula that dissolves under your tongue. Care our patients can trust. Prescribed online for your discretion and for your convenience. Rose Sparks for men. Connect with the provider at ro.co/sparks to see if we qualify. When we started Allegiance, we were shocked to learn how many American flags are actually made overseas.
If there's one thing that deserves to be made here in America, it should start with the American flag. At Allegiance, we do it different. I fell asleep. I fell asleep, yeah. Doing our best to make the American flag truly American.
Visit showallegiance.com to get your high-quality American flag. When it comes to my daily heart health supplement, I've got 3 rules. It's got to be plant-based. Get up enough. And it's got to be super beef from human.
Superbeats is the #1 cardiologist recommended beet brand for heart health support with clinically studied grapeseed extract for nearly 2 times more effective blood pressure support.
Chuggy, Chuggy. Whose shirt is that? Whose shirt? What is that? What is underwear? Whose underwear are those? Are you gonna wear those? Are you so proud? Are you so proud to wear my underwear? Chuggies!
He likes to get some rust.
What are you gonna do with them? What are you gonna do with this? What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go?
Good time.
Chuggy! You got underwear. How did you get your foot in the underwear? He said, Howard the Duck. It's a duck. What's a duck?
But enjoy your day off.
I know. Now I'm gonna enjoy it. Oh yeah.